Okay, we're talking Champions League final, the showpiece, all the way into June. Not far away from the Euros. We're still going to be playing. Gavin Hamilton and John Driscoll with us to discuss. It's Borussia Dortmund versus Real Madrid. Both former champions, of course. One slightly more times than the other in this final. And as I've put it there on the ticker underneath, John, no team has probably been bigger underdogs for a final than Liverpool in 2005. I've got to get Liverpool in this somewhere.
And what happened in that game, Dave?
What happened in that game? It's Carlo Ancelotti as well, wasn't it? Don't tap the trophy before you cross the line to get on the pitch. But 15 for Real Madrid. I mean, it's difficult to make a case for Borussia Dortmund, isn't it?
Yes. When you, it's weird, isn't it? It's almost. What would be right is if you took Leverkusen out of the Europa League final, put them in the Champions League final, took Dortmund and stuck them in the Europa League final, then that would sort of work because we've sort of got the wrong German team in this final. It shows you that...
Harsh on Bayern Munich.
True. Well, again, Bayern would also say... Well, in fact, there are plenty of German teams, it turns out, who are better than Borussia Dortmund. So it's a weird one. They've got some experience. What they've shown us throughout this competition, through the group stage, when they were in the so-called group of death, and they were the ones who really, after Newcastle had played so well against PSG in the previous game, then they played Borussia Dortmund, and suddenly you're thinking that's what a team that has been around the block in European football plays like and will do. And again, they don't. It's interesting how they defend. They don't defend deep. They will push all over the place, but they defend with great industry and stick to their task. And that's essentially why they are here. PSG created so many chances against them in the second leg of the semi-final. I know they wasted some, but also Dortmund defended hard throughout, but still gave up quite a lot of chances, which is the bit that sort of points you towards Real Madrid winning this game. That and the fact that Real Madrid haven't lost a game since the middle of January. That and the fact that when we're talking about experience, my case for Dortmund is that they've got experience, and then you look in the other dressing room, and it's insane how many trophies these fellas have won, and the badge of Real Madrid, how many times they've come through it before, 14. It is insane the level of quality class in that club. The players who've been there before. The one who hasn't then is Bellingham, of course, which is a great story for this game. I can see why the prices are like they are. Your challenge then is finding something, isn't it? Maybe thinking, well, it's a one-off game. Dortmund have beaten all sorts of people in one-off games, so 3.4, maybe, but I'm not putting my money on it.
Yeah, there's the Bellingham Sancho thing. There's a lot of narratives in this one, isn't there, Gavin? And the big one for Dortmund is, of course, it's 10 years on, it's Wembley again. I imagine Klopp will be there in some kind of capacity. I'm hoping he's working for TNT, his new favourite sports channel in the UK.
He's ex-Liverpool, isn't he? So
he's excellent. Yeah, get him in. Yeah. But that was a horrible evening for them, wasn't it? The way that ended against Bayern Munich. But it's, and Marco Reus is possibly, if he gets on the pitch and it's his last game, there's a lot going on.
It would be an extraordinary story. It would be a worthy storyline for a final. I mean, Dortmund have been there before, not just Bayern Munich at Wembley. Remember that? Yes, it was a poor result for them. But 1997, first Champions League final I ever went to in person, actually, against Juventus in Munich. Juventus at the time were the big, the leading team in Europe. Maybe not for the right reasons at the time that later became available. But they were the leading team, the most successful team in Europe, and the favourites going into that final. And Dortmund were the outsiders, and they won, convincingly. So, for their first and only Champions League final. So, I'm trying to put a case on them, and there's not much of a case if you're looking at historical precedent, from almost 30 years ago. Madrid are favourites for a reason. They have this aura about them that they go into games like this expecting to win, believing they can win, and knowing that they have the players with the ability and the talent and the right tactical setup from Ancelotti to make it happen. And I think it will be a tight game. I mean, it's not going to be a one-sided affair, is it? I think it'll be a tight game. I think there will be I mean, John's right about Dortmund. They defended against PSG brilliantly. I mean, on any other night, PSG would have come through that semi-final, wouldn't they? But it was they will defend to an inch of their life. They will be they will set themselves up that way. And Madrid have the players in their armory to find a way through. Whether it's Bellingham or Rodrigo or Vinicius Junior, they will find a way through. And I think it will be a low-scoring game. I think it's hard to find the value. I mean, maybe the match winner will be an unlikely person that will find that maybe there's some value there in some individuals to score. I think it will be a winner in a low-scoring game. But it will be Madrid in the end finding a way through.
Yeah, it was all on Hummels in that semi-final, wasn't it, John? And he put in a performance for the ages. Again, going back 10 years, he was in that game at Wembley last time. But they've got a lot to put up against in this Real Madrid attack, and it's not just your former Stoke forwards to worry about, is it? There's a lot going on.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's Real Madrid for you, isn't it? Once again, it looked like they were in trouble. Once again, they found a hero. They found a dramatic way to come back into it. So there's that bit of history suggesting that it could be a good ding-dong game and Real Madrid win it dramatically. So maybe you could go down that line. The other thing that we need to consider is the strong history of this game finishing 1-0, the Champions League final in recent seasons. And plenty of times you've gone into it thinking, this doesn't look like two 1-0 teams together. And then the tension of the occasion, perhaps, has driven that into that direction. So therefore, I'm sort of thinking not both teams to score. So Real Madrid plus 1-0 is a possibility. As you say, I mean, Dortmund will be a threat on set pieces. Real Madrid pretty good at defending set pieces. It'll be interesting to see if Courtois plays or Lunin plays. Courtois is the obvious outstanding player, but then Lunin's had a really good season. Courtois has been injured, so it's one to. I'm guessing it'll be a late decision on that. Both teams have been able to rest players because the game is being played for some of the depths of the summer. For some, I always think it's too far away from the end of the season. I think a few days earlier or something would have suited. But and so what Carlo Ancelotti's been able to do is sort of rotate through and make sure that, because you don't want people resting for 3 weeks, but so everyone's had game time and everyone's played, and he's done it before successfully. So all of which again points to the fact that Real Madrid are overwhelming favourites for a good reason. But yeah, I'm not having 4-3. I don't think. I just think that's not what the Champions League final tends to be.
Yeah, the last 4 of these have been a 0-0, and this is going to be just as tight, isn't it? You'd imagine, Gavin. Maybe Madrid have more of a goal threat but it might be a late snatch of a second to confirm it.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked in the past about Dortmund having a lot of attacking options, but Sebastian Haller has been injured. He's had this ankle injury, unlikely to make it back in time. But they have other options. Royce would be a brilliant option from the bench, wouldn't it? That would be the most dramatic way to win a final. But I suspect, despite their attacking threats from other positions, Jadon Sancho's having a fantastic time at the moment, ahead of the Euros, and possible likely inclusion in the England squad. But I think Madrid are in great shape. And John talks about them rotating. They're in great shape, aren't they? Physically, they've lost. Obviously, Alaba has not been around. Tchouameni, I think, is a doubt. But everybody else is available, isn't it? I mean, and they are. It's a squad full of talent and experience. And you couple that with Madrid's attitude and expectation and ability to deal with high pressure situations, you have to make them favourites. And even if Dortmund defends as they will very strongly, Madrid will find a way through. And I think, we keep coming back to this possibility of a 1-0 scoreline. I think that's the most likely scoreline. There's not a lot of value there, but I think, maybe late on in the game, maybe even into extra time. I can't see it going to penalties. I think there's too much talent on both teams to, I think someone will find a way through it. It'll most likely be from Madrid. And I can't see. I think a 15th title will be fitting, I think, for Madrid for their dominance this season.
1-0 is 7. Madrid to win and keep a clean sheet is 2.8, John. I think it's not too bad in terms of value of both of those.
1-0 7 is not bad, is it? Given that
It's always
has
1-0.
been the result 4 times in a row. So it's sort of tempting, that I've got to say, because we forget some history is just coincidence, and we should discount it, and some history tells us a lesson, and I think the caution and the tension around this game, I think, is probably the reason those games have finished 1-0, and that will be a factor again. Experienced players and all of that, still stands. But experienced players won't want to get hammered and won't want to go at it and won't be silly. And Ancelotti is a very, very pragmatic coach. He doesn't have a philosophy. He's not bringing a message with him as he comes to play football matches. He's just trying to find a way to win. He looks at the Premier League and he thinks, "Wow, what's happened there? Why are they all playing in the same style? Why is a philosophy taken hold?" And that's not Ancelotti's style. He's probably undercooked in terms of league championships over his career, given how many seasons he's been at those great clubs, even though he's won in more leagues than anybody else. But he's the king of the Champions League. And I expect he will add another one, extend his lead over all the other great names, and mainly by getting the best out of great players and not overcomplicating it, as we were saying about Bayer Leverkusen, as we were saying people are saying about Bayer Leverkusen. There's not an obvious system, so there's not an obvious counter to the system, because the players are given a lot of leeway. They're trusted because they're great players, and then you obviously put some structure in. They're not all just going and ad-libbing, but yeah, they'll find a way, as we always say about Real Madrid. And I'm not having this dramatic late comeback ending. I'm going solid Madrid win.
There you go. Yeah, La Decima seems about 5 years ago, but if I probably was. Although he just told me that Borussia Dortmund winning this was 30 years ago. I'm not having that.
27 years ago.
It's only about 1997 is only about 5 years ago. Don't worry, everything's about 5 years ago. I can't remember last week, even as we're going. Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid. Thank you, gentlemen, for your previews and all your information, hard-fought statistics throughout the season. We really do appreciate it, Gavin Hamilton and John Driscoll. And it's Real Madrid again, we think, 0-0. Again, we think.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. For the best live bets, this is Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Please gamble responsibly.
And hello, everybody. Should we do this one last time for 2023-24 season? And it's James, it is Dave, and it is Jen with you for Clubhouse TV. And we are looking ahead to the Champions League. Hello, everybody. Loads of messages already coming in. I'll get to those in just a second. But DC, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to this one.
And we've been picking on sweets. It's like last day at school. Jen went up in the car. She went and got some sweets. And we basically high as a kite on sugar. So it's going to be good. Jen's behind the glass. Wave at them, Jen. She's waving. Jenny's here. So we are looking forward to the Champions League. It is Borussia Dortmund taking on Real Madrid. Borussia Dortmund at 4.9. You've got the tie at 3.95. And you've got Real Madrid at 1.69. Real Madrid DT are favourites. Everybody I've been talking to is saying Real Madrid are going to win this one tonight. I've seen a couple of messages, though, coming in fancying Dortmund. Where do you sit in that spectrum of hope and fear?
I'm a Real Madrid fan. Tonight, I don't know if I am in real life, but tonight I think they'll win the game because they always do under Ancelotti. Real Madrid haven't lost in the final of a European competition for 40 years.
40 years.
40 years. Do you remember who beat them that time?
Jude Bellingham played well that night, didn't he? Even in defeat. He was only a twinkle in his father's eye.
Was his dad even born?
Yeah.
It's like crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, I think Madrid will get it done. And I don't really want to say this, but I don't think there'll be many goals. Do you think there will be?
I've had a little bit of a nibble on a big bet builder, basically. So I'm hoping for over 2.5 goals. Real Madrid to be leading at half time. Real Madrid to win. Bellingham to assist. Vinicius Junior to score. Overs on the corners, overs on the cards. So that's my play. But I've just gone overs on everything. So, but not dramatically over. But so if Real Madrid aren't winning at half time, that's that dead in the water. In terms of the prices, though, DT, as I say, Real Madrid odds-on favourites to win this one. You don't fancy goals. Over 2.5 is 1.73. So the compilers do, don't they?
Yeah, I'd go under 2.5.
Yeah.
What's been 5 goals in the last 4 Champions League finals? You just don't get many finals.
Well, under 2.5 is 2.1.
Yeah, I like that.
Better than double your money.
Some stats as well. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti, famously, when Liverpool won the Champions League
famously
in 2005, his AC Milan team 3-0 up and got their pants pulled down. Liverpool won it. Ever since then,
God, he has to get it round to Liverpool somehow, doesn't he?
Ever since then, he's kind of thought that will never happen again on my watch, and he's been a lot more cautious in finals. So when he's managed teams in finals since, it's been less.
Yeah.
You know, he's kept it a lot tighter rather than just thought, we'll outscore them 5-4 or something. He's kept it tight.
Well, before you put your bets on for goal scorers, I'll give you the teams. Cabell's in goal for Dortmund. You've got Maatsen, Schlotterbeck, Hummels, and Ryerson as the back four. Sabitzer and Chan in midfield. Adeyemi, Brandt, and Sancho behind Füllkrug in attack. And for Real Madrid, Courtois is in goal. Carvajal, Rudiger, Fernandes and Mendy the back four. Valverde, Camavinga and Toni Kroos behind Bellingham in midfield, with Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior up front. It's Kroos' last game, isn't it, today? So he'll be hoping to go out with a bit of a bang.
Yeah, although he's come back for the Euros, hasn't he, for Germany? He's come out of international retirement.
They'll be out in the group stages. That's what Germany do now.
No, Germany got a massive chance of winning it, I think.
No, I agree. I was being mischievous.
Yeah. There's 2 things with it. So Ancelotti, he's been more cautious in finals ever since that famous night in Istanbul. I think he's played 6 finals since, and the average is about 2 goals. And then Wembley, we're at Wembley tonight, home of English football. And I've got to thank my friend Lewis Jones for this, who's given me this stat. But
good evening, Lewis.
Hello, Lewis. Great guy. Used to work with him at another employer. But he totted up that in the last 68 games at Wembley, the average goal count is 1.94, not even 2. Zinedine Zidane's got some very tight white pants on, hasn't he, there?
He's looking good, though, isn't he? Looking good, looking trim. Luis Figo with him, I think, isn't it? As they put the famous trophy on the plinth, ready to go ahead of the teams coming out there. There must be about 500 photographers craning their necks to get pictures of that, but you'll see it on the back page of some paper where whoever's got that right has got a good picture there. So we're not too far away from the teams coming out in this. Just go through some of your messages because you have been busy today. I messaged earlier on this afternoon saying that we're back. But we are here, and Dark Devil says, I'm happy that we will be together and chat today. Big heart from Dark Devil. Hello, Dark Devil. Viv is with us. Picture of me with my grey hoodie on. And Jen, the Gifts Addict. Total saves over 6.5 at 1.88. Let's go. You have been really good on those, Viv. When Viv puts that, it's worth taking note because he often comes back in around about 70th minute going, done and dusted.
Can I jump in on that one? I knew Viv was going to probably put that bet up. I would sort of go more focused in on total Borussia Dortmund saves.
Okay.
Over 3.5 at 1.81. They've got a great goalkeeper, but they concede a load of shots on target. So that's a great one of the bets of tonight, I think. Over 3.5 Dortmund saves, 1.81.
The goalkeeper for Dortmund isn't their usual goalkeeper, is he, tonight?
He is, isn't he?
Is he? Who is it in goal?
Yeah, Kobel.
Oh, sorry, he is. Yeah, sorry.
Kobel. He's excellent.
There's
some wild stats, aren't there, about the XG. He should have conceded about 7 more goals than he has, so he's been brilliant. But he makes lots of saves.
Dan says hello. We've missed you guys so much. Heart. Hello, Dan. Hello, guys. Let's go Dortmund, says Slissy. Max says, hi, guys. I am with you in this. Mentioning Slissy's Dortmund shout. Hello from Chi. Taff9A is with us as well. Hello, Madrid, he says. Rio says, hello, podcast and people. Hello, Rio. Hakan's waving from his truck again. I want to see over extra time and penalties, says Hakan.
Dear.
And we've got ONR's back with us as well. That's Puma, isn't it? And plenty more of you joining us as well. So hello to everybody tonight on Clubhouse TV. It's the last one of the season, everybody. So there are free bets available. We're going to do 20 again because it's a European final. We're going to do them in 5 batches of 4. We're going to do spot bets. DT, what should we start with?
Just a shot on target.
First shot on target lands the first spot bet. Jen's behind the glass. She's going to do rack up the names of the winners as we go through tonight. Hopefully we'll get through all 20. And as we said before, when we spoke to you last time, the Europa League final, we weren't sure if we were going to be back on tonight, but we were. And we are. But same applies. Thank you very much for everything you've done this season on Clubhouse TV, your messages and everything else. So it has been an absolute pleasure to be with you on Clubhouse TV this season, and hopefully we will see you again. Won't be here for the Euros. We aren't going to be doing the Euros, but hopefully we'll see you again for next season. Borussia Dortmund 4.9, Thai 3.95, Real Madrid 1.69. Let us know how you are betting tonight, everybody, on Clubhouse TV. Have you found, like Viv? Viv's found that market. He loves it. He plays it a lot. He has success with it. Have you found a market in this Champions League final where you think, yes, I like that. That's a good price. I'm going to have some of that. And have you had a bet on that? Tell us, share your betting slips. Tell us what you're betting on tonight. Of course, there is other action elsewhere, so if there's anything else you'd like us to talk about, please say. But of course, we're looking at the Champions League. We've brought you through every single match of the Champions League this season. Europa League, the Premier League, a bit of the FA Cup as well along the way. But this is the last match of the season. Real Madrid to take on Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund, who started the season quite poorly, but finished 5th in the Bundesliga and have come good towards the end of it. Real Madrid winning La Liga by 10 points this season above their old rivals Barcelona. 10 points ahead of Barcelona this season. So been a good season for Real Madrid. They come into this final with loads and loads of form. We're not too far away from kick-off. It's the Champions League final.
Counting down to kick-off, covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League. Live. This is Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Please gamble responsibly.
Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Fun, fast, ferociously fair. Hello to Veritas. Hello to Kazra. Ente, hello. Great to see you again, he says. Great to see you as well, Ente. We can see you. I've got the screen with all of you lot on it. And Tim Tiger says, hope it will be a Hala Madrid tonight. Black Dog, Lashir Noir, hello to you. And Navidart, hello. Hello, Navidart. Good to have you here. So we are not too far away from the first kick in this game.
Proper colours as well. Good to see. No quirky, silly away colours. We've got Real Madrid in white. You've got Dortmund in yellow and black. As it should be. Dortmund is running to their fans to give them a round of applause.
Oh, get on with it. They should
very nice, wasn't it?
Book them all.
They just ran to their end. They've broken out of their own half, ran into Madrid's half to clap their fans.
If I was a referee, I'd book with a lot of them. That is just an absolutely dreadful thing to do. It's like the New Zealand rugby team doing the hacker. Nobody else does it.
You miserable.
Get on with it. Play your football.
Do you know Dortmund have I think they've got 500 members of staff in various capacities.
Yeah.
So they've flown them all, every one of them out, all expenses paid to be at the final.
Yeah. So they should.
Nice touch.
So they should. Because all the staff, I mean, I've worked in sports clubs, and everybody plays their part, whether it's all the way down to the receptionists and cleaners and the lower paid staff, all the way up to the manager. Everybody plays their part in success, and they should all be there. Good stuff from Dortmund on that one. So we're underway in the Champions League final. Come on, Real Madrid. I need you to win tonight for my bet. But good luck with your bets, everybody. And we need a shot on target to land the first spot bet. 4 winners each time as we go through.
If I was asking for a scoreline, my scoreline would be 1-0 Real Madrid. 7.4 for that. If you look at the last...
Get off! Get off.
What's he doing?
Get off. Right, he's not going to see much of the final. Pitch Invader.
Pitch Invader just got a selfie with Vinicius Junior. Now he's legging it off.
That selfie will probably sell for
he
more
going?
than he's fine, won't it?
Will anyone get him?
He's going back into
Oh, dear. Oh, now he's knocking over camera equipment. He's a disgrace. Who is he? Oh, what's he doing?
He's getting a round of applause.
Why is he? Why is the camera on him? Oh, one fan's not having it. He's pushed him down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pushed him down again.
Oh, he's just caused mayhem. This isn't what we want. Let's stop commentating on him because he doesn't deserve our time. 0-0.
Another one. Oh, come on, guys. Who are these idiots? Get off the pitch.
There's a thing with pitch invaders. The more you chase them, the more they get rounds of applause. So tend to find that in most sporting events now, they just leave them to it. But there's a few stewards there waiting for him to come off the park.
You don't normally get the camera
following them. You know my suggestion about with diving and stuff.
Well, he's
going to be tired in a minute.
Courtois nearly got him.
If it had been Peter Schmeichel, he'd have rugby tackled him.
He's got him there. There's a Dortmund player coming as well.
Take him
Get
off.
off the pitch, you idiots.
Take him off and put him in prison. My thing about divers getting stun gunned. Perfect for that scenario. Just turn it onto them.
I hope for his little prank, I hope he gets more than the prank was deserved, because that's just get off the pitch.
I'd fine him €10,000.
Arrogant little whatever. Get off the pitch.
Fine him €10,000. The guy that came on first, though, that got his selfie with Vinicius Junior, some newspaper will pay him probably about €20,000 for that. Vinicius Junior should have refused to have been part of that. Dortmund are still singing. We're going to get a bit of added time at the end of this first half because we've had numpties on the park and they have been delaying things. So we've got 2 minutes 34 on the screen in front of me, but we've probably only played about 20 seconds of that.
Yeah.
So we've got at least 2 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. So bear that in mind if you're playing first half goals. You were talking about some correct score, how many goals, etc. in this. I think there's going to be goals.
Okay.
I think 3-0 Real Madrid.
I thought you were going to say Dortmund.
No, 3-0 Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior is one of my favourite players.
Oh,
look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, look at it! Oh, he's
first
just
little dribble down the left.
He's kept it in. He's kept not quite. Yeah. He's got tricky little feet. He's got pace,
and he's whipping up the crowd already.
That's a bit of a response to the Dortmund. That wouldn't. If I was a Real Madrid player, that Dortmund going through me and my teammates to go and clap their fans behind me would have really annoyed me. That's why they've done it. They've not done it because they're clapping their fans. They've done it to just try and outpsych.
Little motivate, yeah.
They've done it to try and outpsych Real Madrid there. It'd really annoy me if I was a Real Madrid player. So, and I think that Vinicius Junior response was a bit of a signpost of that.
We'll show you.
Plenty of messages coming in. Thank you ever so much for all of your messages. We've got Tin Tiger says live streams used to be possible on Telegram, but seems can't access it anymore. Sports Bet says Tin Tiger. YouTube, Tin Tiger. Find us on YouTube. Jen, can you share the link of our YouTube so Tin Tiger can get us on the old YouTube? Osman, hello to you, Osman. He's got an overhead picture of the stadium there. Look at that.
From the Champions League, little gif.
That's pretty smart. And he's got a picture of me saying hello. Navidat says half-time draw. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
And we've got Barris. Hello, guys. What's up? He says. Hello, Barris. Zorro, hello to you. Shh. And Tin Tiger says, no goal in the first half. That's his pick. And Navidat likes that. He likes that. O says, hello, guys. And we have got Jen shared that the YouTube link there. So if anybody's looking to try and watch us tonight, can't find us, then there's the. I mean, if you're not watching us, then you're not going to hear what I've just said. But that's the YouTube link. If you want to go and watch us on YouTube, because you can watch on the sportsbet.io site as well. And we are here for the duration. If it's extra time, if it's penalties, we're going to be with you till the final kick of the season. And who lifts that Champions League? If I was to, you fancy Real Madrid, I fancy Real Madrid, so that's not even a question, is it? Dortmund fans, I can see a few of you out there on the chat. Why? Why Dortmund? What do you think Dortmund are going to do tonight to unsettle Real Madrid? Why are you backing Dortmund? Is it just loyalty? Or is there more to it than that? Dortmund have the ball inside their own half at the moment.
Back to Tin Tiger saying no goal first half. In the last 4 Champions League finals, there's been 1 first half goal.
Ooh, one. Good cross from Dortmund, headed away by Real Madrid.
Any guess on who scored?
Real Madrid.
No.
It was scored by
a player who plays in the Premier League now, but not for the team he did at the time. There's a clue.
Haaland.
No.
Gregory Peck. Tom Cruise.
No.
Gene Wilder in
Come
his,
on,
in his Willy Wonka days.
Think of the finals. I'll give you the final. Man City, Milan, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Bayern Munich, PSG.
Mbappe.
Does Mbappe play in the Premier League now?
No.
He plays in the Premier League now.
I forgot that bit. Corner for Dortmund, by the way. First corner. Have we had a shot on target yet? No, we haven't. Did we get it here? 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 No. Cleared up in the sky.
Anybody? Come on, Clubhouse. Be better than James.
It's not hard.
The only player in the last 4 years to score a first-half goal in the Champions League final. Plays in the Premier League now, and he played in the Premier League then, but for different teams.
Alexander Isak.
When was he in a Champions League final?
Great Uncle Bulgaria out of Wombles.
Yeah, that's about as good a guess.
Because look at Vinicius Junior. That control's beautiful. I'll take him at Leeds now. Oh, since I've last seen you, Leeds' season has become horribly wrong, isn't it? Anybody watched the playoff final? Oh, desperately sad.
That was 1-0 as well, wasn't it?
Oh, and Leeds.
All the 1-0s at
Leeds
Wembley.
did not turn up at all. It was awful. Awful.
I'll put it out there for a final time. Who was the only player in the last 4 Champions League finals to have scored a first-half goal?
Give us the teams again.
So it could have been from Man City, Milan, Inter Milan. It could have been from Real Madrid, Liverpool. It could have been from Chelsea, Man City, or it could have been from Bayern, PSG. All of those games ended 1-0.
Harry Kane. I just want you to do your impression.
Obviously, it wasn't me, so that's wrong.
Was it a Liverpool player?
Liverpool lost to Real Madrid, so no, it wasn't a Liverpool player.
Um,
Here's a clue. Chelsea, Man City. Could it be from that game?
Hey? Oh. Havertz.
Yes. You were going nowhere there. A little bulb came on.
When I actually set my mind to it, I'm a very, very clever person.
You went from like 0 to a sudden like.
I've got the sugar deficit now.
Came in.
I need to grab these fruit pastels and just chuck another 7 or 8 in my mouth, and then see you in 10 minutes.
Then for Chelsea.
He's had a good season.
He has had a good season.
Yeah, it was.
But
Phil Foden's year though in the Premier League, wasn't it?
Yeah, but back to Tin Tiger's no goal first half bet. You've got history on your side there, Tin Tiger.
Did you agree with Phil Foden being player of the year and Cole Palmer being the youngster?
Definitely, yeah. I can't really. Was there any argument for?
I know I couldn't see one. I mean, there's been other good performances, but those two have ruled the roost, I think. Foden's had a tremendous. If Foden can take that form into the Euros,
I just wonder if he can, though. I don't know. It'd be great if he could.
Yeah, if Foden, Bellingham, Kane, etc., could take their club form into the Euros, then
we'll win.
England will take some stopping, won't they?
Certainly will.
Maybe Muller, not the Premier League, says Tin Tiger. Sadio Mane, says Viv. Havertz, says Viv. Havertz, Viv. Me and Viv think alike. Dortmund for the win, says Max. And Black Dog says, what is the condition, please? We need a shot on target, Max. If we get a shot on target, the first of the 3 bets, 4 given away each time. So DT will draw out 4 at random, and then we'll go again and try and get through 20 of you tonight. Your Champions League final, why not? Let's hope we can leave you with a few free bets in your accounts when we say goodbye tonight. Yet to get a goal, though. Coming up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, Sadio Mane did score in a Champions League final against Real Madrid. That was 2018, outside the study period.
What about...
do you remember Gareth Bale's goals?
Alan Clark?
Alan Clark, he didn't. Yeah.
Eddie Gray?
Not Eddie Gray. They played in the Champions League final, didn't they? 76, was it? 74, 76?
Gareth Bale's volley, wasn't it?
Overhead kick, wasn't it, Gareth Bale? And then he scored that one that...
it was rather good, wasn't it, that overhead kick? Here come Real Madrid.
Oh, that's right. Foul, isn't it? No,
he's not giving it. I mean, he did
ran into him, really,
didn't he? Kind of do it purposely, didn't he? He fouled himself, really, on his opponent, if that makes sense.
Pretty quiet first 10 minutes, really, you'd say.
I want to have a rapid bet.
Is it there?
No.
Really?
A rapid betting's there.
But we can't access it just yet.
Yes. I mean, we can. There's Dortmund against Real Madrid, 0-0. 0-0. I do fancy goals. Don't know why. I know all the stats. I know all the stats. I know all of the reasons, all the stats and all the reasons. But in this one, I fancy goals.
Do you fancy like Real Madrid and both teams to score?
I don't. I fancy 3-0.
You fancy 3-0? Yeah. Right. Okay.
1-0 at half time, 3-0 at full time.
If you want the Real Madrid and both teams to score, yes, that is 4. But you don't want that, do you?
No,
you want Real Madrid to win and both teams to score? No, that's 3.25.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's all. I just go 3-0.
That's what I'd do.
3-0 correct score.
Yeah. 3-0 correct score, that's 14.5.
Yeah. That's all you need to do, everybody. Just 3-0 Real Madrid.
I'm 1-0 Real Madrid, 7.2.
Here they are. Real Madrid shot. Oh, dear, that's still going up. It's probably hit the bloke.
Valverde's just scored.
The guy that was evicted from the ground and he's now outside in handcuffs. He's just been hit on the head by that ball dropping on him.
Valverde's think that was an extra pointer in an NFL game, wasn't it?
Does that get a flick off the boot of the defender? I don't think so. It's just dreadful, wasn't it?
High, wide, and handsome.
Well, it was high. Might have been on target.
High, wide, not handsome.
But oh look, picture of me and you. Look, DT.
What am I doing?
You picking your teeth. Look, by the looks of it.
Scratching. I'm thinking. That's my thinking face.
Yeah. Well, you only ever see my thinking face. I'm always deep in thought. Everybody, always deep in thought.
It's like with that Champions League quiz question. You were thinking about what you're having for tea, and then suddenly that bit of your brain.
I've got so many things going on in my head.
Dedicated to football trivia switched on.
So many things going on in my head. I almost need a filing cabinet inside my head because I've got so many things going on at the same time. Anyway, I haven't got any thoughts about goal just yet, though. And it's not coming, is it? Here come Dortmund. Dortmund goal would be interesting, wouldn't it? Sancho's had a very good season for Dortmund. It just shows you how badly managed Man United are.
We got anyone in the clubhouse from Slovenia? That's where the referee is from.
Well, no, he was the only viewer from Slovenia. He's busy tonight.
No, he's doing this instead.
Camavinga, there he is.
Yeah,
it's a good name, isn't it? Camavinga.
He'll be playing in the Euros for France.
James Camavinga sounds quite good, doesn't it?
Camavinga.
Hey, everybody. My name's Jim Camavinga.
You sound like you're a Hollywood actor.
Either that or a golfer. On the third tee, it's Jim Camavinga.
Hey, Camavinga. Here at the 124th US Masters.
There's a picture of Jen, look, in her younger days when she used to have bubblegum. She used to have bubblegum perfume. Dortmund into the penalty area. Is he onside? Can he? No.
Side foots it wide.
Not quite. But that was the best attack that we've had from Dortmund. Yeah. Wasn't on target, so no free bet lands just yet.
Was it onside? Oh, I think he would have been offside.
No, he's on there.
I think he had a foot offside there.
Oh, I don't know.
It was full Krug, was it?
That's a lot closer than I thought it was.
Yeah, just tries to open his body and just slide foots it a long way wide, but Dortmund will be very happy, to be honest, with what they've done so far.
Their fans are bonkers, aren't they?
They're crazy.
It's like an army, their fan base. Do you see that picture of them walking through the city? I can't remember where it was for the semi-final thing, where just a sea of yellow, and they're all just marching through, singing their song at the tops of their voices. It's quite impressive. Kind of English fans will be kind of kicking things over and raiding shops and stuff. Whereas Dortmund are all regimented and marching through. And
I'd love to go to their ground, with the yellow wall, the atmosphere there.
Yeah,
that would be something.
Well, Jamie Carragher did that on telly, didn't he?
Yeah, apparently he's been with them again today. Jamie Carragher with the Dortmund fans.
He got rather drunk.
Having a few bevies.
Got rather drunk in
the interview. There's a shot over the bar. All the shots.
Is the ball lighter tonight?
Yeah, it's like one of them 99p ones you buy at the beach. I've had 3 shots. Well, 2 Real Madrid shots that floated miles over the bow. What are you seeing?
No, that's got a picture of Jen. That's what Jen was like earlier with all the sweets. Look.
Yeah, that'll be all of us at half time.
Yeah, we've still got some sweets here. And I've got a big box of sweets everywhere.
Other sweets are available.
Last day of the season. Some people go out and get drunk. We just have sweets.
We have sweets.
Back pass.
Does that count as a shot on target?
That's quite a fiery back pass, wasn't it? If you're the keeper there, you think you could just give it a break. It's a break. Just nice and steady.
He's not brilliant with his feet either, Courtois.
Nice and steady, please.
He managed that.
Do we get a goal, everybody, in the first half?
Well,
most of you are saying no, aren't you?
It's all a bit cautious, isn't it? No dramas yet,
Just
really.
Needs a moment of magic, though, doesn't it?
that's what Real Madrid rely on, isn't it? Moments, these sort of big moments where they'll produce something. That's a bit.
Moments.
I'm not seeing much of Bellingham
Here we go.
There's
Here we
Bellingham
go.
now, right?
Go on, Jude.
Jude.
Hey, Jude.
There
Don't
you go.
make it sad.
Bit of Rolls Royce moment down
Vinicius.
the left.
Oh, Vinicius.
It's tackled.
Vinicius Senior would have been frowning into his cornflakes there as he's watching Vinicius Junior doing that. I presume there is a Vinicius Senior.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't just created from.
I mean, the Americans
Magic.
would just be, it'd be Vinicius the second, wouldn't it? Or Vinicius third.
Vinicius the second.
Like Davis Love the third, the golfer. I mean, just use a bit of imagination. Just call your child something else.
I remember when they came to Ireland for the Ryder Cup. Remember that? Davis Love the third. So don't be rude to the man.
Honestly, that's a bit rude.
Huh?
Look at all the sweet. Look, there's Mr. Bean's eating our sweets.
Get off.
Jen, can you go into that room, please, and get Mr. Bean out of our sweets, please? Because we want them at half time.
Yeah, our stash will not go down.
Have you ever found Mr. Bean funny? I don't find him funny, remotely funny.
I think the very first one, I was sort of like wanting to laugh, so I did laugh a bit, but now it's just gone a bit.
I just kind of like, I mean, some people find it hilarious, don't they? And think
Yeah.
it's the best thing ever.
Well,
It's just basically Rowan Atkinson walking around with a sort of silly face going...
it sort of works, doesn't it? Because it's
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
I'm not saying it's horrendous. I just think it kind of just leaves me a bit cold.
It works because it's sort of physical slapstick humour, isn't it? So it translates to any country. Pratfalls.
Now Jen's inundating me with pictures of Mr. Bean.
Did you like him when he was in Not the 9 o'clock news?
Yes, I
Yeah.
like Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
Just
But
not
in
as that.
Not as Mr. Bean.
I'm not going to be sick and turn the telly over if he comes on, but
No.
I won't go out of my way.
Oh, Jude Bellingham's just gone down there holding his
They're
leg. I think he's
talking
all
about
right.
Jude Bellingham on the telly last night. I was watching something about the prelims to the Champions League final and saying that they'd interviewed him and everybody says the same thing. He's just like 19, 20 and he's just really, really mature.
Yes.
Just taking everything in his stride, roaming around, talking to his family on the eve of a Champions League final against his former team. And he's just all taking it in his stride. He's a pretty impressive young man, isn't he?
Absolutely. On all levels as a player and a human.
Yeah. So his brother's decent.
Someone's trying to sign his brother, aren't they? He plays for Sunderland, doesn't he?
He's 20, isn't he now? He's
Jude, yeah.
turns 21 in the Euros, isn't he?
Does he?
Yeah,
Right.
29th of June. He turns 21. So England might be out by then.
No. Tonight, if you think... He seems to have got a lot of late goals, hasn't he, Jude Bellingham? But tonight, if you fancy Jude Bellingham any time, he's 2.4. Fairly short, isn't it, that, to be honest? To score the first goal of the game, he is 6.1. Some other people in that market... nothing there. Vinicius Junior is 5.1 to score the first goal. You've got Rodrigo, 6.5. You've got... Who else? Tony Cruz, 17.5. For Dortmund, you could have Niklas Füllkrug, 8.5. Julian Brandt, 14. Jadon Sancho, where's he? What odds is he? 15.5, Jadon Sancho.
That's not
first
a bad
goal.
price. He scores goals.
It's not a bad price, is
You
it?
could Vinicius Junior down the left. And actually, for your best bet in the second, because we're coming up towards halfway. Remember, we did have about 2.5 minutes where idiots were running around on the pitch. So there's going to be some added time at the end of this first half. I'm going to ask you for your best bet in just a second. You're watching Clubhouse TV for the last time this season with sportsbet.io, the world's most fantabulous Bitcoin sportsbook. Chance for Real Madrid, but it doesn't fall to anybody. And Dortmund able to bring the ball away on this near side. Tommy, tell me your best bet.
Sorry, but under goals. I think under goals. Under 2.5 goals, I think, is very good at 1.7. And the keeper hasn't made a save yet. Where's all this exciting football not happening? It's a final.
You need one kick of the ball, Dave.
Tense final.
Oh, it's a great
the
through ball.
Is it
Dortmund.
onside?
He's got around the
Oh, he's
keeper.
gone
Kenny.
far. He's gone too far.
He's a corner. Oh, I tell you what, for a second, that looked like Dortmund were about to open the scoring. Keeper came out, he rounded him, but he just pushed the ball too wide, as DT says.
Was he onside? He's
I
come from nowhere, hasn't he?
I think he's easily onside.
Miles onside.
Yeah. Just timed his run brilliantly.
Well,
He's through.
Courtois as well.
He should have gone the other way, shouldn't he?
Courtois stands up. He's a big unit to get around.
Don't you think he'd have stood a better chance if he'd gone on the right-hand side?
He had to really take it a long way around Courtois because he's huge. And then Danny Carvajal gets a good block anyway. I think Rudiger's on the line anyway, but bit of a scare there.
That's Dortmund's best chance so far. Ball played in. Courtois can't quite take that. Cat grabs it at the second attempt.
So still no save from a keeper as far as I can...
Was that Adeyemi?
Yeah, it was.
Adeyemi through with a chance.
Adeyemi?
He's got slightly bigger hair than last time I saw him, I think. But Bellingham spent most of his time on the floor so far.
I'll give you the stats just to see where we are with all this. Real Madrid 64% possession. Real Madrid have had 2 goal attempts, both ballooned into the crowd. Nothing on target. Dortmund 3 goal attempts, nothing on target. 1 corner kick in the game to Dortmund. So 22 minutes, or 21, 22 minutes of not a lot.
Yeah, the person saying
Champions League final.
The person singing row Z has had more to do than the keepers so far. Well, Courtois has been brought into action a couple of times in the last few minutes, but very much a cagey start as we're about halfway through the first half. As I say, probably not quite halfway because we've had that stoppage at the start. But
Tin Tiger is very much thinking like I am there. He says under 2.5, very possible. Under 1.5 is a value bet.
Vinicius Junior's got the ball whenever he's got it. I always fear that something's going to happen or think something's going to happen, but that cross from him wasn't very good, it has to be said. And Dortmund able to come away.
Under 1.5 Tin Tiger is 3. I think that is a decent value bet.
Here we go. Dortmund on the attack. Can they this time?
Give it to Sancho.
Out on the right.
Oh, that's a nice little pass.
Get a shot on target. Oh, it's blocked. You've picked the one thing that's not happened so far.
Yeah.
You dreadful man.
Not my fault.
Shoot, man. Shoot on target. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, it's off the post.
Oh, my word.
Dortmund have hit the post.
Dortmund are doing everything but score here.
Technically speaking, that is not a shot on target. But
But
for you, Clubhouse creatures, for you. It couldn't have been any more on target without being on target. So first free bet lands. So Jen will go in the chat. When she's gone. Get your sportsbet.io usernames in. And 4 of you will win yourself 10 USDT. Then we'll go again. Hopefully we'll go again. We'll go again twice more. And hopefully get through 20 times 10 USDT tonight. Hello to Charif. Good to have you with us, Charif. He says, I hope you're having a great day. And
I wonder if that would have been called offside. It was very marginal.
Viv says PR merchant. That's what he is. English media plus Madrid media PR over the roof. Says Viv. I don't quite get that, Viv, I have to say. Is Sule playing? Says Tin Tiger. Too many haters talking about his weight. I've seen the pictures of him. It's
I've seen those.
It's a bit
Jude
says what a miss.
Bellingham.
OMG says Sliss. Under 2.5 very possible. Under 1.5 a value bet. Keeper just came back from injury, seems rusty. Zorro says Adeyemi, are you serious, man? WTF. What does that stand for, Dave? Go GTH, man. What does that? I actually don't know what that was. What
You do.
GTH?
Go to.
Slissy says Oomg. Oh my god. Again, and OMG says oh no, says Hakan, and Zorro says shot. That's basically summed it up so far.
Well,
That's
more.
The commentary so far.
Ente says wow. Slissy says Real Madrid is lucky. O says it was offside, by the way. Yeah, I think it was just offside.
I'll tell you what, that
inside of the post,
yeah,
isn't it?
That does not get closer. That is kind of millimetres away from going into the back of the net.
I mean, on the last 5 minutes, you'd say Dortmund first goal 2.58 is a bet, but we've seen this film before. Dortmund will go, oh, so close, we've had this, we've had that. They don't score, then Real Madrid beat you 1-0.
2 bug chances, says Zorro.
2 bug chances.
Yeah. Ladybird and a cockroach.
Emre Can is just getting some treatment on a knee. I think he's going to be all right.
He's much happier in Germany, isn't he, than that 2-bit club that he used to play for.
He's done well, hasn't he? I always thought, I couldn't work him out at Liverpool. Was he any good or was he sort of all right? and yet he's gone there, and I think it's been a good move for him.
Oh, he's been heart of the midfield, hasn't he? He's a good player. But still yet to score a goal in this final, as is anybody else on the pitch. At the moment, things are 3.65 for Dortmund. They've come in a little bit because of what we've seen in the first half. 3.3 the tie, 2.12 for Real Madrid. If you still, like me, think there's going to be a goal in the first half, you've still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of time. Don't you panic yet, anybody. Don't panic anybody if you've got bets for goals. We have got first half agent total. A goal now is about double your money. Over 0.5 goals in the first half, 1.98. So we've got probably about 21 minutes if you include the added time. There'll be a little bit of added time. So got best part of half of the first half to play. Over 0.5 goals in the first half, 1.98.
You've got to think Real Madrid will do something at some point. I think they've just had a bit of a kind of look for these first 25 minutes.
Well, you've heard my managerial team talk. Come on, do something good.
Do something good.
Just do something good. Anyway, Mr. Bean's featuring a lot tonight, isn't he? A lot.
Yeah.
That's me doing an impression of you doing Harry Kane, doing an impression of Mr. Bean.
It's getting quite complex now, isn't it?
Oh, Vinicius Junior skinned the full-back. Ball in. It's cleared by Dortmund.
Bellingham was running onto that, but just a bit in front of him.
Little Vinicius Junior, he's tricky, isn't he? He's a tricky player. If you're the right back, you're thinking, blimey, I'm not looking forward to tonight.
Look at that. It's just controls it, and his first touch is straight away to run into grass, into space, and then he gets that cross in.
Vinicius Jose.
There's another chance for Dortmund. Oh, good
save.
Courtois.
Oh, we need another spot bet. Go's in the chat, so get your sportbet.io usernames and think of another spot bet for when this one's been done. That would have been a shot on target, so we got there in the end anyway, didn't we?
Yeah.
Vinicius Jose Palxiao de Oliveira Jr. is his full name.
Nice to give him his full title.
Stop is in there. Jen will put up on our LED display board how many entries we've got. DT will put out 4 winners. And you'll get yourselves 10 USDT in free bets, everybody.
I would say the next spot bet should be the side netting one.
Okay. I like that one. I do.
What is it? The net, and that can be outside or inside.
Yeah. But not the roof.
Yeah, it's just got to hit the side net.
The side netting bit.
Betting.
Yeah, side netting bit. Vinicius Junior. That's a hell of a name, isn't it? Unlike Pele, he's got about 6 names, isn't he, in his title?
Edson Arantes Nascimento, something like that, isn't it? Or Pele, for short.
Yes. Here come Real Madrid. Can we get a goal in this first half, everybody? Can we? Still locked at 0-0 in this Champions League final. As I said before, if it goes to extra time, if it goes to penalties, we'll be here right until the bitter end, or sweet end, depending on what your bets are. And we'll see it all the way through to the end of this match. Jen's she's lit up the LED display. So DT, get yourself ready. You're going to pull out the first winner.
I sure am. There's a good number of you watching
comes
tonight.
In, cleared away by Dortmund.
This is going to take a bit of counting. Right, that's quite easy because I can count backwards.
Oh, you're clever, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're clever.
You're clever. Okay, boy. The first winner of the 4 now, is Taff 9AA.
Taff 9A. Well done, Taff. Well done. You're the first winner tonight. Second winner, DT.
That was a good one. That's an easy one. Even I can count to that amount. It's Genetics.
Genetics and Taff 9A in the winners' enclosure so far. Got a corner. Do you see this corner from Real Madrid before we get the third winner? Going to be taken from the far side. Can Real Madrid score from the corner? We haven't seen that many corners. It's about the second or third corner of the first half. Ball's played in. And it's going to be cleared away by Dortmund. Chance for Dortmund to break. Can they get this one through quickly?
They've got 5 on 3.
5 and 3 at the back. He's down the right.
6 on 3. Look at them all.
Oh, it's played out to the left.
A swarm of yellow shirts.
Needs a good ball.
No.
Oh, just barges him off the ball there a little bit, but good defending.
There's 6 on 3 there.
Yeah. Winner number 3, DT.
Yeah. The winner number 3 was Alexi.
Alexi, well done, Alexi. Staff 9A, Genetics and Alexi. And the winner number 4 is...
Winner number 4 is Black Dog.
Black Dog, Le Chien Noir. You are a winner tonight with Clubhouse TV and sportsbet.io. Fun, fast, ferociously fair. You up to speed there, Jen? You got them all? A thumbs up from Jen. So we're going again then. Side netting to be hit. And if once the ball hits the side netting, we will pull out 4 more winners.
Half an hour gone. Not a lot has happened really from a Madrid point of view. I think Dortmund will be pleased. They've had some real scares.
Yeah,
haven't
but,
they,
but they will be pleased. But they could easily have scored. They could be more pleased, couldn't they?
That's the problem, isn't it? If you don't score against Real Madrid, they'll get you. So they need to convert one of these. So
I need Real Madrid to score in the first half. Otherwise, my bet builder's gone.
Yeah.
I need perfect scenario, DT, in the first half is Bellingham to slide roll a pass through. Vinicius Junior notches it past the keeper. That's basically assist for Bellingham. Vinicius Junior to score and a goal in the first half, and Real Madrid to be leading by at half time.
So not a lot
all
to
done
ask.
and dusted.
Not much to ask.
That'd be the perfect scenario. I'll be very happy. Bon Jovi on the screen at the top there, DT.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were going to say in the crowd. They had Lenny Kravitz before at the Champions League final.
Which way is he going? He's going to go your way or my way? You see, I'm down with the kids. I know all this stuff. I know all this stuff. Here come Dortmund then defending this time. Vinicius Junior just trying to press there, but to allow Dortmund to get the ball away from defence really easily. Because there's only 2 players pressing for Real Madrid. Everybody else is back on the halfway line, aren't they? So it's allowing Dortmund to get the ball forward. There may be a tactic in that. They're hoping that Dortmund push out a little bit more and they can use the pace getting behind them. But at the moment, Dortmund are defending well.
Who would you say from the Dortmund side, would you say Adeyemi's look quite good?
Adeyemi is fast, isn't he? I like him.
4.9 any time, or you could back him for the first goal.
Fulkrug will be favourite, won't
12.
he? Yeah, Fulkrug will be favourite. He's their kind of leading marksman. But
But one of them's got
I
to
don't mind the Sancho pick himself. Could easily be a ball that just bounces back out for Sancho to Barry.
Some value in Dortmund.
Oh, here we go. Dortmund on the right-hand side. It's the penalty area. Hit it, man. Hit it against the side netting for the creatures.
There's Sancho.
Honestly.
Oh, look at that little...
Rubbish, wasn't it?
Double flick, sort of. There's ball across. I think offside.
Got a man down as well. Real Madrid got Mendy's down. And
Mendy's holding his knee.
Mendy's not happy here.
Mendy needs mending.
Mendy is wriggling a little bit. He's down and there's going to be a little bit more stoppage time here. There's probably another minute here. So we've had 2 minutes for the pitch invaders. We've had another minute there. There's probably at least 3 or 4 minutes in the first half. So if the referee adds it all on...
You're desperate for that first half goal, aren't you?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're backing a goal or if you're going unders, you've got to bear in mind that there's probably not going to be... This isn't first half, isn't... Because you do see some first halves, the referee blows his whistle, bang on 45 and they're off. This one's not going to be that.
Ancelotti. You think he might look a bit concerned. He's just stood there with his hand on his hip, with his waistcoat on, looking immaculate, unruffled, chewing a bit of gum.
A bit like me and you.
We'll be fine. We'll win it 1-0.
Unruffled and immaculate.
We're fine. Here come Real Madrid down the right-hand side.
They're going to win it 3-0, Dave.
1-0. I've been saying all night it's going to be 1-0 Real Madrid.
Yeah, you're going to have egg on your face when that third goal goes in. Oh, that's a terrible touch.
Terrible touch.
Oh,
Who was that?
Dear.
Danny Carvajal with a League 2 player's touch.
Got a shy a horse's foot on.
Look, it's Jurgen Klinsmann in the crowd.
As he dives across the seats to celebrate his goal. He invented diving after goal celebrations.
Diving, yeah.
He was the first person in the English top flight who basically scored goals and then did his dive.
There. Oh, that's got to be a booking, has it? Oh, come on, keeper. It's not that bad.
Vinicius Junior's pleading his innocence.
Vinicius Junior's been booked.
He's taken a yellow card.
The keeper was trying to clear from inside his own 6-yard box. Vinicius Junior's tried to cut it out, and if he cuts it out, he probably gets the rebound in, and then the keeper's rolling around ridiculously theatrically.
Let's have a look again.
What's this? I mean, he probably catches him, but do you need to be doing this, mate? Nah, that's legitimate. He's got to go for him, hasn't he? He's got to go for the ball there, hasn't he? Look. He catches him, does he?
Well, I think I could see why it's a yellow card. He's late.
Look at him, though. Look at all this rolling nonsense.
Well, he's just coming back from injury. He's feeling tender. Well, you are a harsh man.
What?
I think that would have hurt.
Yeah, we don't go rolling over like that, do you? What's he been watching Neymar?
When you see the people that go into disaster areas, the people they treat first are the ones that aren't rolling around.
Exactly, yeah.
The ones that are yelling with pain are the ones that are still very much conscious and alive. Yeah. He would be the person he walked past to get to the person actually lying there still.
Did you I thought Vinicius Junior had every right to go for that because he knows if he gets a touch, it's a goal.
Black Dog's thanking Dark Devil for his congratulations winning a free bet. Alexi saying thank you. And Tin Tiger says Dortmund look dangerous and the ball comes from their left side. Indeed they do. Dortmund have had definitely the better of the chances in the first half.
Yeah.
Definitely. But as we say, they haven't taken them, have they? That's the danger.
That's the
I tell you
problem.
what, Rudiger at Real Madrid looks... I mean, he was always good at Chelsea, but he looks a better player at Real Madrid, doesn't he? He's quality, Rudiger. He's a big lad as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big unit. He likes to get involved, likes the physical side of the game.
And he's good up front as well. When they got set pieces, he's a big fella going up to for the headers, isn't he? I like him.
Yeah, he'll be in a Germany team.
John Bon Jovi is his real name. Bon Jovi's still on the top screen.
Why is this on? What?
Well, because you've put it on.
No, but what are they doing? Is this?
It's a night with Bon. No, they're going through various songs and they do on the BBC. They do such and such at the BBC.
Yeah, like Debbie Harry at the BBC.
They basically go through the archives and find every single thing they've got on that band, and then they put an hour together, don't they? I think
they're on Top of the Pops in 1980 something. Look at all those Dortmund fans. Look at Ancelotti unmoved.
Oh, his counterpart is quite well presented tonight. He's quite a handsome man, isn't he?
Ancelotti's got the sort of class, doesn't he? Unruffled.
Yeah. I was going to go down the Robert De Niro kind of route there, kind of the Godfather. I bet the Dortmund manager woke up with a horse's head in his bed this morning.
It's hard to not do the impression without swearing terribly.
Yeah, I bailed out doing it.
Tempted.
You know, I mean, as you know, my impressions are that spot on.
They're so good, aren't they?
It would be like having Robert De Niro in the studio.
Damn.
Harry Kane joining us now, coming up towards half-time. Harry, you watching this? Obviously, you've played Dortmund this season. You're a big admirer of Real Madrid, I'm sure, as well. How do you see the first half?
Obviously, I'm gutted that my team, Bayern Munich, are in the final.
Yeah.
We were so close, but it wasn't to be. I think Dortmund have done well. They only came fifth in the Bundesliga. We beat them by lots of points, but there was another team that beat us, so that wasn't good. But yeah, it's going to finish. I like what one of your pundits, Dave, is saying. Dave, is it?
Yeah.
It's saying 1-0 Madrid.
Yeah. Do you think he's a handsome man as well?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. 5.6, 1-0 Real Madrid.
And big rumours in the English press, that I read anyway, that you're heading towards Leeds United, Harry. You fancy Championship football with Leeds United? Is that true?
No. That's Harry's no.
So 0-0 then as we head towards half-time. Got about 6 minutes. There will be 2 or 3 added on though, so don't. If you fancy a goal in the first half, there is time.
So there'll be 2 minutes added on for it to be 0-0.
Yeah. Real Madrid fans
doing some sort of like pogo.
They're doing a front-facing. What do you call it?
Poznan. Yeah, is there a term for that? A front-facing Poznan.
Poznan's back-facing, isn't it? Which posterior. So front-facing would be the Froznan, wouldn't it? Front-facing.
Isn't that like a strawberry or something? It looked like a sort of gentle pogo, like they're all Sex Pistols fans.
They come. No. Cross came in.
Oh no!
No, missus. Oh no! One for the kids there.
Can I do another stats readout?
I think I said, can I do another one of my impressions?
Yeah.
Go, please let me do another impression. Do another stats readout, Dave.
Not a lot to say really. 63%.
How many percent?
63 for Real Madrid. 2 goal attempts for Real Madrid. Nothing on target. 7 goal attempts from Dortmund, but just 1 on target. And breaking news, there's a stat. A second yellow card. So I've had 2 yellows now. One for Vinicius.
That part of my bet builder's going very well.
The yellows. Yeah. So 1 yellow for each team. Corner count is 3, 2 for Dortmund, 1 for Real Madrid. Is it Roy Hodgson?
Schlotterbeck.
Do you want Roy Hodgson's opinion?
Roy, yeah. I mean, you've obviously managed at length in Europe at times. First half has been not all Real Madrid, has it, Roy?
I've forgotten how to do. What does he say?
You just built him up.
What's his way in? Oh, I thought it's quite an entertaining game of 0-0. I thought there's been lots of chances. One shot on target, which is quite a few at this stage. There could have been more with had things broken a different way. I thought Wilf Zaha has looked threatening on the break, but
on loan from Galatasaray, I understand.
That's right. Yes, he's playing for both teams tonight, and I always thought he's a handful. But yes, I agree with one of your other pundits there, Dave, is it?
He's a handsome man, isn't he?
Very handsome. Who believes it's going to be 1-0 to Real Madrid, and I have to say I agree.
You don't. Oh, a shot from range from Dortmund. It's parried by Courtois behind for a corner.
Yeah, very very good keeper. But I thought Dortmund have done quite well up to a point, but. You've got to score against this Real Madrid team.
Saw a little montage of you on YouTube the other day, Roy. Got a foul temper on you, haven't you, sometimes? A bit sweary at times as well.
I was just about to say, it's off. but I didn't.
Thank you, Roy Hodgson, for the final time this season.
Off, Roy.
Thank you for joining us as we've gone through this 2023-24 season. We'll hear from Hans Postecoglou in the second half as Dortmund send the corner in. And a chance for Dortmund. Can they get the ball in the back of the net before half-time?
No.
Are we going to get a goal? Still got time, DT. Still got time. Real Madrid are very much on the back foot, though, at the moment.
Real Madrid have done nothing. I think Real Madrid's tactic is just to say, get through the first half, and then we'll just nick a goal in the second half and win. Thank you. There's Sir Alex Ferguson, sat next to Rafa Benitez.
Yeah.
That's a funny one, isn't it?
Who was that on his right?
I don't know.
Somebody else that I recognised.
Well, don't you remember Rafa's rant about Benitez?
Oh, at half time they're off for a fight.
Yeah. Well, it looked a bit frosty between them.
They probably didn't do the seating plan.
No, that was weird, wasn't it? Facts. Rafa's rant about facts.
I imagine they're probably friends off the... Well, not enemies. Yeah, you imagine that kind of in the heat of the moment and various things, you kind of say things, and each of the managers... They've got to be a manager. You've got to have a fairly thick skin, haven't you?
You have.
So you'd imagine.
It's Sancho down the right hand side. Crosses.
Oh.
It's cleared. That's one of the great misreported stories. That Rafa's rant about facts was meant to be seen that Rafa's losing the plot. Fergie's got the psychological edge over him. Look at Rafa's cracked.
Yellow.
Another yellow.
Over 2.5 yellows. Take on my bit. Build a bit. I'm about to lose.
And what happened in that game when Rafa cracked? Fergie had won the psychological war of minds. Liverpool went to Old Trafford and won 4-1. Thank you.
You could be forgiven for thinking that Liverpool are in this Champions League final. The amount of times DT's mentioned them.
Well, they may as well
but
be.
They're not.
They've been in 3 of the last 6.
They're not.
3 of the last 6, Liverpool. It's astonishing.
I've never seen a team dominate Real Madrid except Man City like Dortmund today, says Charif.
Yeah,
Dortmund says BVB good.
But they're dominant. But they're being right. Here's Vinicius Junior. There's a chance. Right, Vinicius. What have you got?
Nothing.
Overruns it.
Good tackle.
It's cleared. Hummels. Sabitzer got booked, didn't he? There.
Hummels is up for this, isn't he? Hummels is up for this.
3 bookings now.
It's becoming increasingly more prevalent in football. When somebody good does a good tackle,
Yes.
they celebrate like they've scored a goal.
Yeah.
For them, it's their scoring, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fact they've denied their opponents.
I knocked my headphones off celebrating that celebration.
Yeah, well, Hummels didn't have any on.
Hummels.
So it's Vinicius Junior couldn't believe that was given as a throw into Dortmund, but it was. And Dortmund put the ball downfield. 0-0, 45th minute then in the Champions League final. And you can get Dortmund now at 3.85 to win, 2.82 the tie, 2.3 for Real Madrid. So it's got very much more even Stevens in the pricing. As we head to the break.
1-0 Real Madrid. My bet is still... it's the shortest price scoreline, correct scoreline, at 5. 0-0 after 90 minutes is 5.4. 1-0 Dortmund is 7.
What's my 3-0?
3-0 to Madrid is 20.
Have some of that.
Not happening, is
Have
it?
some of that.
Not happening.
Job Bon Jovi on the top screen. What do you think the correct score is going to be? He says 0-0. He says we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Take my hand, he says James. We'll make it, I swear. He's thinking extra time, John Bon Jovi.
So about you give love a bad name. You give one love a bad name. 1-0.
What's the one? I'm at something on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. It's like having John Bon Jovi in the studio. Yeah, that's his brother. Real Madrid are singing loudly. I mean, they're basically not had a they've probably had one of their worst halves of the season.
John Bon Jovi.
But they're still very much in this final, aren't they?
It's 0-0, isn't it? This is fine. As long as Carlo can work it out at half-time, solve the problems.
What they need is a bit of Cucurella playing for them.
What they need.
Yeah. Cucurella. All the great hits coming out tonight. Final night with you tonight.
Bellingham hasn't done anything.
Clubhouse TV with Sportsbet.io, the world's most fantabulous Bitcoin sportsbook. No, he hasn't.
Where are you, Jude?
I've seen him twice, I think. He's had a couple of moments, hasn't he? But they've not had the ball in their attacking areas enough to really involve their stuff. And Vinicius Junior's had the ball quite a bit on the left.
He's the one, isn't he? He's the one you'd say always looks like he's going to do something. He hasn't always come off for him, but at least he's been in the game.
But at least they're getting the ball out to him, aren't they? Whereas Jude Bellingham can't really do much with the ball if he hasn't got the ball.
No, he's just not finding him, is he? It's a bit of possession for Real Madrid. I think they're just sort of trying to get a bit of control in the game.
4 minutes of added time, which is what I was suggesting, wasn't it, around about that? Because I've been using my old mental clock.
Yeah, that's probably 1 minute for added time because of the play, 3 minutes for the Egypts who ran on at the start.
Yes. Who won't be watching too much of this match, I wouldn't think now.
Do you think they were? Do you think they're sort of not football fans anyway? They're just like Egypts.
Well, they've probably been drinking all day in London.
No, I don't think they have. I think they'd just be like social media loons.
I would have thought if they were, they'd have had something a little bit more branded on. Because the guy that came out second, without being stereotypical, he looked a bit German, didn't he? With his kind of tight shorts on and his shirt and his t-shirt,
his bad clothes.
He's
he looked like an 80s German.
Yeah, he didn't seem to have any branding on him at all, did he? I think he was just in it for the laughs and giggles.
Maybe.
Yeah, and he didn't give me too many laughs and giggles. Here come Dortmund. Can they score before the break? We've got just over a minute left of this first half. Dortmund have probably, if you're kind of doing this on points. Like percentage points, I'd say probably about 65% Dortmund, 70% Dortmund this first half, but they haven't scored.
What, in terms of how well they've played?
Yeah, in terms of kind of scores on the door so far.
Yeah, say you had to, say it's like boxing. Well, it's not like boxing, but say you've got 10 theoretical marks to hand out. Yeah, 6.5, 3.5.
Yeah, that's how I'd do it. But obviously, the main stat is 0-0, isn't it?
Even 7-3, I'd go maybe.
That's why I said 65, 70%.
Yeah, in our newfound scoring system.
So you have won the league without winning a single match, but you've played very nicely.
Yeah,
so you can have the trophy. You've all done very well.
They've got a corner, Dortmund, right at the end of this first half.
If you're on corners, that'll be corner number 5, is it? 3-1 on my thing, but I don't think he's added that one on yet.
So it could be 4-1. So Hummels is always dangerous.
I should always look at corners on this sportsbet.io site because their stats are very good.
That corner is headed away. So they've got 30 seconds left of this first half.
4-1 on corners, yes.
5? Well, that'll be 5-1 now.
Well, I don't know now. That's confused me because that might not have counted. I don't know if it's counted or not. Anyway, Tom Jones is on the chat. Tom Jones going,
I like the song.
And Ramsey22 says, hello, everyone. Hello, Ramsey. And Dex Lays, good to have you with us. And Tom Jones, too. With Al Pacino. Hoo-ha. Hummels is up there. He's got the eye of the tiger.
Poor corner. Headed away. And that'll be half time.
That's the one I'm thinking about. What's it, dead or alive? But as John Bon Jovi would say, we are halfway there. We are living on a prayer. Take Dave's hand. And what is your best bet for the second half?
Real Madrid to win 1-0. So I'll keep saying it. Well, when it lands, you'll be hoisting me on your shoulders.
Believe me, everybody, it's going to be 3-0 to Real Madrid. I can feel it in my water. Shall we chat to, possibly for the final time, Jonathan Woodgate? Yes.
Right, another question for Jonathan Woodgate. Here we go. Question from Hakan2217. As a former footballer and coach, what do you think would have happened to Stones, Trent Alexander-Arnold or Walker if they were playing 20 to 25 years ago? I would imagine that this is possibly reference to the fact that their wing-backs who charge, certainly TAA and Walker and John Stones, who likes to bring the ball out. And by the way, what a goal from John Stones last night as well, although the keeper could have done much better, in my opinion. But where do you think these players would have fitted in 20, 25 years ago? in football?
All been fine. All been absolutely fine because they're all top quality players. Stones can play. Maybe 20, 25 years ago, it wasn't always happening from the back, but John Stones can play. Alexander Arnold, okay, very attacking. Maybe in my day that he'd have been tucked in a lot more, but Kyle Walker, not a problem at all. Not a problem. He is a really rate Walker. I think he's even improved even more since he's gone to Man City from Spurs. He's a first-class player, but they'd all fit in 20, 25 years ago without question, in my view.
The interesting thing about Kyle Walker, by the way, is he is an absolute athlete, isn't he? And he's 32. Now, 20, 25 years ago, 32 is pretty much at the time when people are starting to question whether you hang your boots up and that's you done and dusted. Yeah. Whereas now, Kyle Walker and the likes of look like they could play football till they're 35, 36, 37 at the top level.
Yeah, well, I think with players these days, they look after themselves a lot more.
Yeah.
And they've got that, the way of preparing for games, recovering after games, heart rate monitors on, testing how far they're running, what they're doing distance-wise. A lot of them can tell how many jumps you've made, how many accels, decels. I mean, with them now, with the sports science side of the game, that'll help the players really go on to the next level because of training. Like for example, if we'd have played on a Saturday at Leeds, we'd have a Sunday off. We'd come in on the Monday. It'd be a hard session, really hard. We'd run again on the Tuesday afternoon. We'd have Wednesday off. Run again Thursday. Play Friday. I mean, train Friday. Play Saturday. That would be unheard of now. Unheard of. Because of. Go on, sorry.
Well, no, with the sports science then, if it was because obviously the sports science departments of football clubs, certainly Premier League clubs, has exploded into life over the course of the last 10, 15 years with, technology, science, and people studying this as well. If that was around when you broke into Leeds and you'd had that from the get-go, just wondering how that would have affected you in your injuries and whether you would have had less of it.
With no question, it'd have helped. It'd have helped because, just say, for example, in a game, you'd cover, say, 10,000 kilometers in a game, and then you'd rest on a Sunday. But normally, it's 48 hours after the game, where your body's just recovering again. So you need that extra day. Bearing in mind, on a Monday, we'd be at it again, high intensity. Tuesday again, but then to not have all the information, then that'd make a huge difference if we had it then.
Thank you. Another question for Jonathan Woodgate. Another question from Off-Branded. Who, in your opinion, is the best centre-back in the world right now? And I will add a further question to that, which is why?
Who is the best now? Virgil van Dijk.
What do you think the start he's had this season? Because he seems not quite the Virgil van Dijk of last season at the moment.
I think it's not always Virgil van Dijk. I think it's the players around him as well. I don't think he's had that part. Well, he hasn't had that partner all season. It's been changed. So they've had Matip in a couple of games. Phillips. What's it called?
They've had Matip and Gomez.
Gomez played in centre half a few times, and he hasn't that real structure around him. The midfield's been missing with Henderson and Thiago at times. So for me, he's the best. He sees danger so easily. He's never on his backside. Very, very rarely you see him on his backside. Reads the game so well, can pass it, can head, is quick, can score in the other box, defends his own box. I don't see a real weakness in his game. I just don't see it.
Who was the centre half that you, if you did, when you were coming through the youth system at Leeds, and still when you broke into the Leeds first team, that you said, there's someone I'm going to watch and study and I'm going to learn a lot off? Was there a centre half that you did that with?
The viewers might. I used to watch Gary Pallister.
Yeah.
And Tony Mowbray as a young kid at Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
I used to love watching Gary Pallister just because he used to bring the ball out of defence and he could run past players, but he could defend also. I've got his shirt at home, actually, which I was looking at it today. A top move to Man United, got in the PFA Team of the Year, won Player of the Year. A fantastic player, and you look up to them type of players.
How close were you signing from Man United, by the way? Because I know in a rather, you actually, was it a trial spell as a youngster at Man United? I certainly know, bizarrely, you ended up playing snooker with Sir Alex Ferguson once.
That's right. I was a cheeky young kid. And I was on trial at Man United. I'd say for about 18 months. You go on different camps with them and stuff. And every Thursday, Alex Ferguson used to come in and have a meal with all the players. And Brian Kibb used to have a sing song. And he walked in the snooker room, and I was like, oh wow. He went, "Who wants a game of snooker?" I'm not Welsh, by the way. And I said, "Yeah, I'll play." I said, "No, playing with him, cheeky young kid." I'll say, "Oh, yeah, it was brilliant, though, just to see that a manager coming in at the room." I was like, oh.
And when your paths crossed later on, did you ever talk about that? Did he recognise you from those days, or what?
I don't think he recognised me for them. I never signed in the end. I didn't sign for them in the end. They released, well, not released me, but they said we no longer want to bring you in. So that was fair enough.
Okay. Another question for Jonathan Woodgate. We're getting close to how well do you know Jonathan, by the way, and your chance to win a 10 USDT free bet. Another question from Milo Jones. Who was the striker who challenged you the most? Who was the most difficult you faced?
Well, I've got three. I'd say Alan Shearer, first and foremost. He was so difficult to play against, backing in, but like in the box, he was just so sharp in the box to get his shots away. And aerially, he was difficult to play against, a real handful of a striker. Thierry Henry, his speed, his pace, his general all-round play.
You faced him on one of your debuts, didn't you? When you signed for Middlesbrough, yeah.
Yeah, that was the tough. I think I got cramp after about 37 minutes. I stayed on for the whole night. I don't know how I stayed on, but I stayed on. And I'd say Luis Suarez. When I was at Stoke, I played against Suarez. And one thing that I pride myself on as a centre-back is I never really got rolled or turned when the ball was coming in, because I normally met it just before it was going to their feet. Suarez was just rolling me. I was like, oh, he was so strong. And he gets his body into some strange positions, and his arms, his legs, and I couldn't get near him in the game.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's go through some more of these before we move on with Behind the Bet sportsbet.io with Jonathan Woodgate. Another question from Lola Jones. What does the game against Athletic Bilbao on September the 22nd, 2005 mean to you? Now, I am thinking, is this the...
This is the famous debut, isn't it?
This is the debut. So you make your debut. So you've been at Real Madrid for a year, because you've been injured. We've talked about that. And then you finally make your debut against Athletic Bilbao. Obviously, the night before, you're thinking, yeah, okay. When did you find out you were playing, first of all?
The day before.
The day before.
The day before.
So you go to bed that night thinking, I'm already thinking what the game could be like or how I could play.
Yeah. You visualising the game?
Yeah.
I didn't visualise that.
No. Talk to me
you
about
wouldn't,
the
would
game.
you?
No. Well, again, you're one of 5 English players to play for Real Madrid.
Yeah. I'm not visualising getting sent off and scoring an own goal.
Right. So the own goal. Let's talk about the own goal first of all. Right. You are stood, 20 yards out, 25 yards, and there's a shot.
Yeah.
Now, your job as a defender is to stop conceding goals. Yes, to stop the ball going in the back of that. So the shot near you. So you do the perfectly natural thing, which is try and block the shot. That's all you do, isn't it?
Yeah, I think as a defender, you do that.
Of course you do.
In my defence, so I'd been out for, say, a year. I didn't have no practice games.
Right.
So I was
none at all. They just threw you straight in.
I was straight in. I'd trained and done about 6 weeks' work. I didn't have a practice game. I was straight in.
See, that's harsh.
So what I'm looking at in my defence is I was a bit like disoriented. I didn't really know if you know what I mean. I should have been a bit over to the left. Really, I was a bit out of position. So I'm thinking to myself, that's in my defence.
Yeah.
But it's one of them things, isn't it? It's one of them things. To be fair, with the first yellow card as well, I should have been sent off because it was a terrible tackle, mistimed. And I wouldn't come across as a dirty player on the pitch. I was more like well-timed. But I could have been sent off for the yellow, but I didn't think the red. I don't think I should have got a red.
Yeah, I've heard you say this. So
I shouldn't have got a red.
You think you should have got a red when you got the yellow,
yeah,
but you don't think it was a booking when you then picked up the second yellow to get a red.
Exactly right. And I think all the players agreed with me. I could have been worse.
And
I could have got a straight red.
So Real Madrid fans, especially fans of Barcelona, Real Madrid, the top sides in Spain, they are quite happy to show their displeasure. The white hankies, the booing, they are on your back straight away. But what happened when you got sent off on your debut?
I got a standing ovation.
Standing ovation.
I couldn't believe it myself, to be honest with you. I was thinking I'm going to get barracked here. I think my mother and father were in the crowd behind the goal. I think they were. They must have started the cheese off. But yeah, I got a standing ovation. I think because they realised the work that I'd put in to try and get fit.
Yeah.
It was well documented in the local press how hard I was working. I was learning the language, and I was making mistakes learning the language, but trying to fit into this culture and this humongous club.
What did the players, if you can remember, what did the players say to you? And what do you do when you're sent off? Do you go and have a shower, get changed, and wait for the team to come back in? I mean, or do you sit there in your kit and just feel like, this is the worst thing ever? And what were the players like with you when they came back in?
Can you imagine what I was thinking when I got sent off?
Well, I mean, I would imagine I can only think of about 6 swear words right now that cross my mind.
Because when you get sent off, you walk down some steps.
Yeah.
And in the Bernabeu, you walk up some real steep steps.
Yeah.
And then you go to the locker room on your right-hand side. I remember just sitting there with my head in my hands thinking, oh, my God, what has happened here? I remember we were getting beat as well, I think. We end up winning the game. I think we end up winning the game 4-2, is that right? And I remember just being in the locker room and Ronaldo coming over to me. He said, listen, don't worry about that. Your leg's fine. And I just realized, I thought to myself, I've been out for a year now. I've just signed for this team. I'm back. And like he rephrased it, he said, listen, it happens to everyone. Just move on from it. But then I remember picking up my phone and Kieran Dye going to me, that was the worst day I've ever seen in my life. I had to agree with him. It's still the worst one now.
Yeah, but it's hard. I mean, you haven't played football for a year and then you're thrown straight into first team action. That's incredibly harsh.
Yeah, I think there was that clamour for me to play and to get out there. So I don't think there was time to make all these friendlies up. So,
And then,
straight in.
as we said, you scored in the Champions League at the Bernabeu against Rosenborg. Literally, what was it? A week or two later,
Yeah, I think
something
it
like
was
that.
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
But that was probably that was an incredible feeling.
48th minute equaliser, losing 1-0 at half time, and then went on to win 4-1. You were the bedrock of that victory. So let's counterbalance the.
The assist was good.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. This is Clubhouse TV.
Indeed, we have. We've covered every game of the Premier League, the Champions League and the Europa League this season. It just leaves us with half of football to play, but potentially we've got extra time and penalties still. We'll be with you till the end. We'll be with you till that trophy is lifted. Well, actually, probably a little bit before then. But we will be here till the final kick of this match. And DT, that first half, it kind of went the way you thought it was going to do as well, didn't it? It's not a game where goals have been plentiful.
No, tight, cagey. Just don't get many goals at Wembley as a rule. Last 4 Champions League finals have all been 1-0. It's sort of on course for that again, isn't it? It's just whether you'd think Dortmund can nick it 1-0 or has their moment passed?
See, I know I was 3-0, and I've been quite dogmatic with my 3-0 score prediction. I've actually started to think this is going to be 0-0 on extra time.
Well, why don't you what's the best way to back that then?
3-0. I'm still with 3-0.
You could back
Glass is half full.
Under.
Oh, look at that. They're on fire, Dave. They're on fire. The crowd's on fire.
Blimey.
Look at that. That looks like it's about 3 million degrees centigrade in that crowd.
Yeah, burning in hell.
That's a bit extreme.
Burning in hell.
The Dortmund fans have set flares off.
Why don't you back? Well, there's various ways to back this, isn't it? We always say the same thing can have a different price. If you think it's going to be 0-0 at full time, you could back under half a goal at 4.33. You don't want to do that because you can back First goal, none, 4.5.
Yeah. There's ways in. There's ways in. Tell us how you think this is going to go. 0-0 at half-time. They're kicking off for the second half now. What do you think is going to happen? Have you found a bet at half-time? Tell us what you think it's going to be. Let's go, says X-Lays. And he's
That's a good gif, isn't it?
What's this
little fella sort of doing a little tummy roll.
Show him.
Sort of like this.
You do it quite well. Yeah, you do very good at that. I think you finally found your niche in life. Dark Devil says yes. And we've got... It's X-Lays. Is that you? Says Jen.
It is.
X-Lays is a mover, if it is. And we have got Bon Jovi still accompanying us in the studio, but we are underway for the second half. Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid. 0-0 as things stand. Do we get extra time? Do we get the dreaded penalties tonight? Dortmund 4.1. The tie is for 2.66. Real Madrid 2.34. So the back is at half-time. Presumably that's because of weight of money. Dortmund have gone out a little bit at half-time. People have kind of gone back in on Real Madrid, haven't they?
Yeah, maybe the feeling that Dortmund had their time and they didn't score, which could cost them. But when you say the dreaded penalties, the dreaded bit is the extra time because it's so dull.
Yeah.
I love the penalties.
Just go straight to penalties. Yeah. That's what everybody wants, isn't it?
Yeah, because then I think it would make it a more attacking regulation time, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think you just get yourselves to penalties. But we are back up and running in full swing now. Dortmund are on the back foot for a change, but now they're coming across the halfway line and a chance to break there with Adeyemi plays the ball inside. Dortmund have got man over on the right-hand side. He shifted it too late, didn't he?
He's got it there, but Sancho's got to run right to the opposite flank to
all the
retrieve
momentum of the counter-attacks disappeared, though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
As a result of that.
That's a nice little ball inside. And another corner, is it? The corner count is heavily in favour of Dortmund, isn't it?
Yeah, I bet most people went Real Madrid. Because we were of the thought it would be Real Madrid on the front foot all the way through this match, weren't we? And therefore, probably if we'd put up a kind of race to on the corners markets and what have you, we'd have probably gone with Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think it's now 6-1 in corners to Dortmund. But they've made nothing of them, that's the problem. They've got guys who can... win headers, but the crosses hasn't been good enough. The delivery's been pretty poor.
A couple of specials markets, by the way, on the Champions League final. You've got the double chances. I mean, they're not specials because they're on most of the times. But if you fancy Borussia Dortmund or the draw, 1.53. Real Madrid or the draw is 1.22.
Vinny Jr. breaking fast again down the left. Lots of Dortmund players back with him, though.
That burning in hell stuff has really put a bit of a mist across the ground, hasn't it?
Oh, he's won a free kick.
So
just on the left edge of the area.
Real Madrid to win and over 2.5 goals, yes, is 6.1. So if that's my 3-0.
Or 2-1.
Yeah. And Borussia Dortmund to win and over 2.5, yes, is 12. But it's probably the over 2.5 that does you there, isn't it? In terms of the goals, over 0.5 now is 1.22. Compilers still think there's goals in this. Over 1.5 is 2. So double your money for 2 goals in this final. Over 2.5 is 4. Over 3.5 is 9.
Well, here's a chance for us to land a free bet, maybe.
Just before we go on to that, 6-1 in favour of Dortmund on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Race to 9 on the corner count to Dortmund is 1.93. So they need 3 more corners. 1.93. That's worth a look, isn't it? Yeah.
So Tony Cruz has stood over this free kick. I'm hoping he goes for goal and puts it in the side netting.
Is this going to be side netting spot bet? Is this going to be the Hollywood ending though for him? Is he going to leather this into the back of the net and bow out with the Champions League medal?
He's shaping us to shoot.
Go on, hit it into the side netting. Hit it into the side netting.
No. Keeper claws it away.
Quite
on target.
Quite theatrically wasn't it? That he didn't. I don't think he needed to do quite what he did there, did he? He could have caught that.
Counts as a save, though, doesn't it? I think that's the first save he's made.
Yeah. Corner for Real Madrid there. Real Madrid has started the second half brightly. Headed towards goal. But,
Danny Carvajal with a header at the near post.
Just over the top.
Yeah.
Who's that on the top of the screen there? Was that Bruno Brooks?
Right. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I was out in Scarborough.
I thought you were going to say, who's that marking Carvajal?
Back in the day. I mean, Bruno Brooks, I'm sure he was internationally acclaimed. He was behind the decks in the Scarborough pub.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was struggling for money at the time.
Quite a few years ago, he was actually, I think he was either on Radio 1 or just off Radio 1 at the time. So he was still in his heyday. The posters outside would come and see Bruno Brooks. Hello, everybody, I'm Bruno Brooks. That kind of stuff. But anyway, the modern day equivalent would be I don't know. 'Cause I'm not down with the kids.
You're big on
anymore.
the DJs.
Fatboy Slim.
Tall Paul.
He's at Glastonbury. Fatboy Slim.
Yeah, all the Ibiza DJs.
I mean,
Bruno Brooks.
These DJs, all they do is put records on, isn't it?
Yeah. David Guetta, isn't he one of them?
You basically just get a CD. You put your CD in and then pretend you're playing stuff and mixing a few things and going yo, yo, yo and stuff like that.
Cool name.
It's easy.
Paul Oakenfold.
I mean, some of us have to work for a living, DT, watching
There's
football.
a chance for Dortmund. Shot.
Oh,
It's going to be another corner. That bet you said.
1.93 it was, nearly double your money, and they're only 2 corners away, and Real Madrid are only on 1. Real Madrid would need to get 8 to Dortmund's 1 or less for them to lose this.
I wonder if there's a point where I'll think Dortmund might actually win this. The 4.1. If you've got no belief that Real Madrid always win, you'd back in Dortmund, wouldn't you?
Oh, look at that little rabbit.
I know, it's so cute, isn't it? What is it?
Oh, is that you, Owen R? Are you a little rabbit? That's a lovely little gif. That's my favourite gif.
Look at his little eyes looking up.
Oh, a little Disney rabbit. That's bullheaded away by Real Madrid. Oh, it's big ear. Oh, it's a beautiful rabbit.
A little Disney wabbit.
I've gone all of a squiffiness.
Little ears, big ears.
This is very 50-50 in terms of who I think this wins this now.
You'd be back in Dortmund then, wouldn't you? At
on
4.3.
the price, yeah. The only thing is, I still think Real Madrid win.
The thing is,
I still think Real Madrid win.
because of what? History.
Because it's Real Madrid.
Yeah, exactly. Because they don't panic, do they? They can be being outplayed and they don't panic. Is that another corner?
Only one away. Only one. Did anybody get on that? Race to 9 corners. Or only one away?
They could win it within
It's a shame there isn't the race to 11.
within 55 minutes.
I want the race to 11 now.
Maybe that'll probably pop up, won't it?
Over
a bit?
15.5 corners is 2.15. And we're on to 9 now, are we? Is that 9 corners now? We're on 8-1.
8-1.
Was it? Yeah, 8-1.
Can they deliver a good one though? They've had enough
But they haven't,
chance.
there haven't been many, have there?
It comes. Not
See, that-
really.
That's not a great corner. That's a bit loopy, isn't it? Kind of a
Yeah.
bit floaty. It's not. You want it to be driven in with a little bit of zip on it, don't you? So if
Oh,
somebody
and
gets a head on it,
yeah.
it goes towards goal.
I suppose Real Madrid have defended them well, but I'd be disappointed. Dortmund, they've only got so many routes to score in this goal, and set pieces will be one of them. They've not made anything
If you went,
from it.
if you went to a new school,
Yes.
and you went to your first chemistry lesson or something, and Ancelotti walked in at the front, you'd think, yeah, he looks like a kind of school teacher-y, kind of science,
Well,
geography.
they immediately get your respect.
He juggles kind of science and geography on the curriculum and teaches both. He looks that kind of guy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't mess with him.
Oh,
but
no.
But you'd also quite like him.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, he's quite a cool teacher, isn't he, Mr. Ancelotti?
As long as he could speak English, 'cause I wouldn't. If he started speaking Italian and Spanish, I'd struggle.
That's the thing. He speaks
I used to
good
struggle
English.
I used to struggle in science enough without it being in the foreign language.
Yeah.
It was pretty much a foreign language to me anyway. Science.
I was no good at science.
I liked my history and geography and English and all that kind of stuff. Not the stuff that involved equations.
Right.
Here we go, Dortmund. Can they? No, they can't.
No, right.
Oh, can he get through?
No, he can't. Good defending by Camavinga. Thinks he should have had a free kick.
He's a solid midfielder, isn't he? 9th corner, says Zorro. Yeah. So on the basis that we've only had 53 minutes played, corners are racking up, and then there's no sign of them stopping. Over 14.5 now is 1.8. So the compilers have reined in the prices a little bit because the corners are coming at a fairly rapid rate. But I'd still play overs on that, I think. And at the moment, you can get. The only thing is the dynamic of the match might have changed by the time we get there. But 12th corner, Dortmund 1.87. They're still the outsiders to get kind of the next corner, despite the fact they're getting all the corners. So there may be some money to be made in the corners market.
If I were to give you a free bet on who scores,
I'm going to have a rapid bet, Dave.
Go on, they've appeared, have they? Can you bet?
We're in business.
Oh, we are in business. I see.
We're in business. Right, we got some hypothetical money now, so we're going to basically blow it all. It's the last show. Let's blow it all. Let's blow the lot, DT.
Right, I'm going to have a decent chunk on the player to score the next goal market.
Okay. So Jurgen Klopp's in the crowd.
There he is.
I need to get away from football. I'm burnt out. I don't need to get. Oh, I need to get away from football. First thing he does goes to the Champions League final.
Needs to get away from managing it. Yeah. I thought of you yesterday when I was doing a story about.
Do you think about me a lot though, don't you?
Only when it makes you look stupid. So the story yesterday.
How charming he is.
Story yesterday about players threatening to go on strike.
Yeah.
Why are they threatening to go on strike?
Because they're whinging gitbags.
You see, pathetic.
Well, that's not an argument.
What?
Just calling me pathetic.
They're talking about them being bled dry by the,
bless them.
Oh, because they earn lots of money. Why are they tired? That's a great argument.
No, I didn't say
that's the worst argument I've ever heard.
They know how many matches they're going to play in a season, don't they? You don't become a footballer and get suddenly surprised because you have to play more than 20 times in the season. You know how many
That's
how many
the
games
problem,
there
isn't
are.
it? It's not 20 times. It's like Bellingham has played like an absurd amount of times, and he's probably going to be.
You know, if you're going to get to the very
out.
top, you're going to have to play a lot of matches. It's how it works, Dave. It's how it works.
Because the Champions League format is changing. There's going to be more and more and more, and the quality will go down.
Flog them to death. That's what I say.
But when it's cricket, better not do that.
You want the best. You want the best of the cricket.
You want the best at football, and the players have had enough of being just used as kind of meat.
Yeah.
And so one man who stood up for that, Jurgen Klopp, all anyone could say was, "Look, he's moaning."
Oh, he always whinges.
See?
I bet he's just.
If someone like who's proposes to be half intelligent like you can come down on
I've
that
never said
line
I'm
of thinking,
never said I'm half intelligent.
then what hope have we got?
I'd say I'm more like
The amount of numpties on phone-ins who say, why are they tired? Because they're earning lots of money. Yeah, because that's linked. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard.
I'm not
equating money with how tired you are.
I don't subscribe to that argument.
What argument are you subscribing to then?
That you know how many matches you're going to probably have to play in a season if you become a top-level footballer.
Yeah, but it's got worse over time, hasn't it? Carvajal.
That's near. That's the closest we've come.
Yeah.
The closest we've come to both the side netting and a goal.
I think the defender sort of took the kind of sting out of it, didn't he? Carvajal pops up at the far post, gets a decent touch on it, but the defender sort of half blocks it.
Right, I've gone in for a rapid bet. Have you done your bet yet?
No.
I've had a chunky rapid bet on them. Real Madrid to have a shot between 59 and 63.
Right.
Don't bet like your Uncle James and Uncle Dave.
When you say chunky, what percentage of the pot?
20%.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have 20% as well, Dave.
I'll have 20% on a... I'll do any time just in case. Yeah.
Who are you going to go for? You're going to go for a scorer, anytime goal scorer. This will be for the 90 minutes, remember. It won't include extra time.
Yeah.
And certainly won't include penalties.
Now, I'll tell you what, this is what I've got. Having banged on about it all night, I've got to put some money on Real Madrid 1-0, haven't I?
Share it as well with share it with the rest of the class.
I will.
So anyway, hopefully your betting slips are looking good. Hopefully you're on 0-0. Hopefully you've got.
I've never put such a big bet on.
Hopefully you've got good things on your betting slip so far. And if you haven't, how are you going to change things? Tell us on the Clubhouse Telegram chat. Really good to have you with us tonight. It's been great to have you with us all the way through this season. Keep your messages coming in. And tell us who you think's going to win this final. Is it going to be Dortmund? Is it going to be Real Madrid? Have you found a good price on the sportsbet.io site? If you have, tell us what it is so we can all join in and maybe chase that bet as well. Which team gets the next shot? No, I'm going to avoid that one. Real Madrid, though, have had a little bit more of this second half, DT, I'd say.
A bit better, yeah. It's trying to sort of...
But let's compare and contrast the stats. Second half stats, Real Madrid 49% possession, 58% possession in the first half, but they did nothing with it. It was mostly in their own half, wasn't it? In terms of shots in the second half, goal attempts 3-2 in favour of Real Madrid, whereas in the first half it was 8-2 in favour of Dortmund. So Real Madrid have just turned the tables a little bit. It's not massive. They're not absolutely smothering Dortmund, but they're having more of the ball, having more of the play in the second half. We're about an hour into this match. You've just actually done your best bet, haven't you?
Yeah.
I want another one. So you've gone 1-0. I want your best bet apart from a 1-0 scoreline. Tell me now. Where are you going to go, DT?
I'm going to go to the result market. So if you scroll right down, you can get 70-minute result. You can get 80-minute result. Now, 70-minute is a little bit soon. You've only got 10 minutes there. 80-minute result. I think by then Real Madrid would have found that goal. They're 3.25 to be leading after 80 minutes.
Okay.
And that is my bet.
That is his bet. So good luck with that. If you follow DT, he's going to share that in the Telegram chat. Click on the link and it will add it to your sportsbet.io betting slip. And choose your own stake. Gamble responsibly, of course, everybody, as you have done all season. And good luck with whatever you're betting on this Champions League final. 0-0 though. 0-0. 0-0. 0-0.
Did anyone have 0-0? Is anyone brave enough to do
I've been
that?
saying 0-0 from the start, Peter. You just don't listen to me.
Yeah.
You've heard the first bit as 3. And it's just, you need your ears testing. Dortmund are on the attack. Dortmund are on the attack. They've got penning Real Madrid back in a little bit here. They just need one killer ball. How often do we say that? A team has a lot of the ball, can't quite slice a defence open. You just need that killer ball to fall at the feet of a star striker, and that's your job done, isn't it? Cross comes in from the left-hand side to the near post. It's half cleared by Real Madrid. Only half cleared, though. Dortmund pick it up with Adeyemi again, and they come again. So Dortmund are having a nice little spell here, DT.
They are, but without causing Courtois to make any sort of save as such. Who Madrid got on the bench then? Because surely they need to...
Sharaf's saying they should bring in the legendary Joselu.
Well, yeah, he was a credible super sub, wasn't he, in against Bayern?
He's on the bench tonight.
Yeah, I was just looking at their bench. They've got Alaba, Modric, Joselu, Lucas Vazquez, Tchouamani. Players there who can change it.
My rapid bet's about to die, DT.
Which was...
I need a shot from Real Madrid in the next 90 seconds.
Well,
Come on,
chance.
get it forward. Come on, boys.
Get it
forward. It didn't have to be a shot on target, just a shot. Any kind of... It could be Rose Ed. It could be a Rose Ed job.
Oh, that's not going to help.
You absolute lettuce.
Bellingham's just spent the evening being fouled, hasn't he?
He's rubbish. He's been rubbish tonight. They're marking him out of the game, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, there's only Vinicius Junior has looked bright of the Real Madrid forward line.
Come on, get on with it. I've got a minute for a shot from Real Madrid.
I wonder if like someone daft like Danny Carvajal will get the winner.
Why is he daft?
Because he's a right back.
How rude.
Yeah, but daft, an unlikely scorer, shall we say?
It's getting into that realm. Dortmund coming forward again. This isn't going to get a shot away for Real Madrid. I need Real Madrid to break.
Oh, header.
Now Real Madrid break down the other
save.
end. Come on, Real Madrid, take this ball down the other end and shoot. You've got 26, 27 seconds. Come on. Get it down the other end and shoot for me. Shoot for me, boys.
That was full Krug with the header. Straight at.
Gone backwards with it.
To be fair, you could have saved that, really. It was straight at him.
I'd have let it in because I don't want a 0-0. Although that wouldn't have been really in the spirit of it, would it?
No. You've been banned for...
I've got 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 seconds bet dead.
Yeah. Go in again then.
I'm going to go in again. And I'm going to go in at a throw-in. I need a throw-in between 65 and 67. And what do we need next, James? We need the side netting to be hit, but we're going to add
another one.
Going to add something in, a yellow card as well. So yellow card running alongside the side netting to be hit. Those two running at the same time.
Yeah, the ref hasn't been shy of putting out a yellow card tonight, so that seems reasonable.
2 shots on target in the last 7 minutes with the first shot.
We've had 3 yellows, I believe.
All in the first half, though, weren't they?
Yeah. But
here's Vinicius Junior. Come on with your dancing feet.
Goes.
He skinned
him
to the byline. Vinicius Junior wins a corner. Now they're going to get 8 corners in a row, aren't they? And win that race to 9.
Or someone will head one in.
Dortmund are still on 8 corners, aren't they?
What about Tony Rudiger to head one in?
Yeah, could be. Old Rudes.
Oh, Rude, mate.
Yeah, I'd have saved that. I would have saved that. You're right.
Yeah, mate. You're going to get to...
He's knocking on the door, isn't he?
Yeah. Come on,
corner from the far side. Headed up in the air and going to be picked up by Vinicius Junior. Heads it back in. Come on, somebody, do something good. Dortmund have a chance to break. They have a chance to break. The ball out of defence is dreadful. And gives us a chance to be joined by Spurs manager, the Australian Ange Postecoglou. Ange, you've been on the Clubhouse TV all season talking about your role at Spurs. Yep. You were disappointed, weren't you, with the attitude of the Spurs fans in that game against Manchester City?
Well, my father said, try and win every game, One of the great philosophers, my father. He once said, if you don't score a goal, you're not going to win the game.
Just cuts in there, corner for Real Madrid. They're absolutely stampeding the corners now.
Yeah, he said once, if you don't take your chances, you don't win the game. One of the great thinkers. You've got Nietzsche, Marx, Engels, Joey Barton, Metz-Letizier, all great thinkers. Plato, my father, he started it all.
Morka Mindy.
Yeah. Well, perhaps Plato came before him, but one of the great thinkers, my father. So he doesn't get much wrong.
Let's see this corner, Ange, as that's played in by Cruz, headed away back to the Real Madrid midfielder, played back in again, headed up by a Real Madrid player, but behind for a goal kick on that occasion.
That was Vinny Jr.
Looking forward to next season in the Premier League, Ange. You going to make any signings in the summer? What did your father say about dealing with the transfers?
He said, if you don't buy players, you stand still. Like a galah at a zebra crossing or something.
And how much money have you got to spend?
Well, I'll be having some chats with Daniel, and he reckons he's going to give me quite a pot of cash there.
Yeah.
A couple of $100,000.
Here we go with the couple of $100,000. That's going to get you. Might get you Joey Barton that you mentioned. As Real Madrid bring the ball out of their own half again. It's got a little bit more end to end. This in the second half, Andy, isn't it? Do you think there's going to be a goal before 90?
Well, I have to say I've got to agree with one of your pundits there. Is it Dave? Is it
the handsome one?
Yeah, that's the fella. I thought 1-0 Real Madrid. Yeah. It's got it written all over this game, so that's where my $10 will go.
Okay, Ange Postecoglou, it's been a pleasure this season. Thank you for joining us again.
Cheers, mate.
And so Ange will be enjoying his summer. He'll put his thong on and go down onto the on the beach and baste himself with cod liver oil, and he'll be back for the Premier League next season.
My father once said, "Don't make a show of yourself."
Yeah, I thought you'd gone.
I heard that. Casting aspersions.
Pep Guardiola will join us in 5 minutes, and he'll
with Marco Silva.
Yeah, Pep and Marco double act, that famous double act. As here come Real Madrid down the left-hand side, playing it back though into defence, and at the moment we're 22 minutes away from extra time in this Champions League final. Is there going to be a star? Is there going to be a person that wins this trophy inside the 90? You could make yourself a hero, couldn't you?
You could. Would you agree now that one goal settles this?
Yes.
I have that feeling.
One goal scored 3 times settles it for Real Madrid. When Dortmund were ranked the second richest club in Germany by Deloitte's annual Football Money League, which year were they ranked the second richest club in Germany by Deloitte's annual Football Money League?
Oh, there you go.
There's a poll there. I'm going to have a guess.
Oh, there's a chance for Bellingham, ball in. That's cleared. Why didn't he shoot? That's a bit cute.
I'm the only one that's guessed that year.
Well, it wouldn't be 2020, would it?
I don't know.
Surely, when did Red Bull come along? Because they would have taken over second, wouldn't they?
Red Bull Salzburg, etc.
Well, no, because
Red Bull
they're
are
Austrian.
Red Bull are Red Bull Salzburg is Austrian.
Well, they're not in the Bundesliga.
That was close, Bellingham. Bellingham's at the side netting.
You mean that Leipzig, I think.
That Red Bull Salzburg is sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah, but they don't play in the Bundesliga.
I know. Here we go. Just see that ball. Look at it. Look at the ball.
Did something happen to it after this? Was it just Bellingham?
Why didn't he score?
He sort of missed it, has he?
He just missed it.
Did he just miss it?
Get your big fat face on it, man. Honestly.
Rodrigo's got his head in his hands. I think he was the guy who crossed it, was he?
They should have been ahead.
With the head?
They should have been ahead with the head.
No. Player.
Here come Dortmund with Adeyemi. This is end-to-end now.
End-to-end.
Both sides are going for it, aren't they? Which is good.
Yeah, Bellingham with 5.4 any time to score.
Doesn't look like it's his night tonight, though, does it?
No, but then he's...
One moment of magic.
He can cut a load of his goals, the late goals, aren't they? So some can keep it going right.
Especially towards the start of this season, he was scoring he was doing a
solo
version of Bayer Leverkusen, wasn't he?
Yeah, last-minute winners.
0-0 into the 70th minute. So we've got side netting to be hit, yellow card to be had for the next spot bets. I'm going to make a note of these because I want to give some free bets away tonight because it's the Champions League final, for goodness' sake.
Get an easy one in the bag.
Well, don't even have a go at me. You've been putting these up.
I'm not having a go. I'm just saying get an easy one in the bag.
Let's get an easy one in the bag.
Yes, as I just said.
Was that easy enough for you?
Look at Bon Jovi now.
Was that easy enough for you? We just landed a free bet.
What happened?
For nothing to happen. Nothing happened. Landed a free bet.
A man kicked up.
4 of you are going to win yourselves 10 USDT. Yeah. It's that night. It's the last night of the season. We want to give away some free bets, everybody. Jen's going to go. When she's gone, we're going to pull out 4 winners of the free bets. So I think my sort of conditions are better than yours, DT. Mine just happened. So we're going to give away 4 free bets, 10 USDT each time. When Jen goes go, stick your sportsbet.io username in. You know the score by now. And we will give you, hopefully give you, if you win, 10 USDT in free bets. Oh, I've won a rapid bet.
Throw-in.
Wasn't monitoring it.
Was a throw-in.
I'm now up on my rapid betting.
M&M's coming on.
You only get one chance. You not miss a chance to opportunity to once in a lifetime, yo.
Marco Reus as posing as Eminem. Adeyemi coming off.
Do you like my Eminem?
Was that Eminem? Was it? We didn't have any M&Ms, did we? Jen didn't buy an M&M.
I've got some fruit pastels left.
One of the few sweets she didn't buy.
I've got 2 fruit pastels left. Can't eat one there. You've eaten all the Maltesers.
Yeah, and the minstrels.
Jen went through the revels. I've done the fruit pastels.
What's left?
Fantastic. Got those little milk bottle-y things.
Yeah.
And then the Tangfastics haven't been opened, so I'm eyeing those up to take them home.
We might need those if we get extra time.
We can eat them in the car on the way home. Because Jen will have to come in the car with us. Here comes Vinicius Junior down the left-hand side. He's beating the defender. That defender's not got touch on him.
Look at that.
Hummels comes back and cleans him out.
He enjoyed himself there. His big smile there. He liked that bit of skill.
He likes his teeth, doesn't he? Those teeth are very glistening white.
Look at that. Look at that. That was beautiful.
Oh, if I did that, I'd retire.
He stood on the ball and then flicked it through his legs.
If I was on a football pitch and did that at any level, I'd say, all right, that can't get better than that.
That's made his night, hasn't it, really?
Here comes a corner then from the far side. Do we get a goal here for Real Madrid? Ball played in. Ever since I put up that bet, the race to 9 corners, it's been all Real Madrid, hasn't it?
There's another corner, Real Madrid.
They're catching them. They can't catch them, Dave.
Vinicius Junior, 4.9 any time.
Oh, don't catch him.
There's a bit of old 1970 Brazilian magic about that.
That was glorious, wasn't it? 8-5 on the corner count now.
Here's Tony Cruz.
8-5 on
hello.
No, 8-6.
Hello.
Goal!
Danny Carvajal, I said.
Carvajal has scored. Real Madrid are 1-0 up. It's the first of 3, obviously. But Real Madrid are ahead in the Champions League final. Carvajal scores. Real Madrid are ahead. And the Real Madrid fans are going justifiably berserk in the crowd. They're rather happy. And the Hummels and co are not quite so much so. We've got around about 17 minutes left in this final. So there's time for Borussia Dortmund to find something. But we said all the way through that first half, Dortmund were having the better of the play. We rated them at 70% in that first half. They didn't score, though. Real Madrid have.
That's the problem. That's a good corner, isn't it? And that's a good leap at the edge of the 6-yard box. He's not the biggest player, is he? But he just times it.
Excellent stuff. Real Madrid are ahead.
Find the clip, Jen, when I said Carvajal might be a funny goal scorer.
Don't find it, because he'll tweet it and he'll go
That's great.
Oh, look at me. I said the footballer's name.
Hummels tried to save that, didn't he?
Look. Who was that an impression of? Did you hear my? Do you hear my?
I just heard you whinging about someone.
Do you want to hear my impression of you?
Hummels tried to say that with his hand. Good job he didn't.
Look at me! I've said the footballer's name.
Very good.
Yeah. We've got stop. We'll have the LED display come up in a second, and then DT will pull out 4 lucky winners. Free bet lands.
I had Real Madrid to be leading before the 80th minute as well.
I need to put a rapid bet on, don't I? Seeing as I'm winning.
So the 1-0 Real Madrid is very much alive here now.
Okay.
Have we stopped yet?
Yeah. There it is. The LED display screen has got the number in the studio. DT, can you do the honours? Pull out winner number 5 tonight.
I can.
Winner number 5 is...
There's just a few people saying goal during... It's confusing my counting.
Is it putting you off?
But not too much. This one doesn't go into that territory. The first winner is Mison.
Mison, you are winner number 5 tonight. 10 USDT heading your way. Winner number 6 tonight is
6 number 9, and that's an easy one to count as well. That's Brahi.
Brahi's a winner. Well done, Brahi. And winner number 7 tonight, DT, is...
And that's another easy one. These numbers are generating quite low for those early responders. And this is Veritas.
Veritas, you are winner number 7. Winner number 8.
Oh, that's a higher one.
Winner number 8. I need to check something, by the way, while you're doing this as well.
Winner number 8 is Chi.
I need to check something. That goal that was scored, did it hit the side netting? Did it?
It's close, isn't it? Because it was angled across. It could well have done.
I'm going to bring up on my...
You're going to find the goal.
Going to try and find the goal here. Here we go. Here's the goal. Going to find it here. Let's have a look at this goal. See if it hit the side netting. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Ball-headed.
Yeah.
It was slap bang in the corner, basically, but it can't have gone into the corner without hitting the side netting. So, another free bet lands. So, Jen, go again, and we'll give away 4 more 10 USDT free bets. They are coming like the wind as we end this 2023-24 season on Clubhouse TV. Real Madrid! Oh, he's put it wide!
Bellingham.
Oh, Jude, you are rubbish tonight. Absolutely dreadful.
Bellingham.
You would have scored that, Dave.
You reckon?
No, actually, no, I don't think you would.
Does defender get something? Yeah, defender gets something on it, basically. Otherwise, it would have gone in. Has that been given as a corner?
I don't think it has.
It's a great little toe on the end of it by the defender.
1-0 to Real Madrid, though. 1-0. They're going to make some changes, Dortmund. They're going to have to, aren't they? They're going to have to up the ante.
Yeah.
But
who's this they're bringing on? Another corner for Real Madrid.
Real Madrid are going to win the race to 9. It's incredible. We've had so many corners in this match.
Well, they score from the last corner.
You enjoying this, Sliss? There's loads of corners for you.
It comes in. That one's headed away.
I only need one for Dortmund. You'd have thought Dortmund are going to have a few. My 3-0's looking quite likely at the minute. Real Madrid are piling it on. But here come Dortmund. Can they? That's nice feet. Nice feet.
Oh, that's good tackle, though.
Here come Real Madrid again.
Tackle.
Jen's gone go. So get your sportsbet.io usernames in. You could win yourself 10 USDT in free bets as Real Madrid coming forward again.
Oh,
that's
it.
Oh, referee.
This could be. Is this going to be another? Could be a yellow, maybe.
Referee.
Yeah,
yellow
there's
card.
another free bet then.
Mr. Hummels. We'll pull out 8 then. We'll pull out 8 this time.
Yeah.
So get them in. We'll pull out 8 of you to win 10 USDT this time. So we're finishing with a bang here on Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. It'll give us one more, and that's a goal. So if we get another goal, that'll be the final spot bet this season. So hopefully we get another goal to land that with you. And the way Real Madrid are going for this, they are not sitting back and defending this 1-0. They are trying to get a second, aren't they? So every chance, I think.
Who have we got over this? Is this Tony Cruz? He's still on the pitch. He is. You might fancy this. Vinicius Junior has also stood over it. Rodrigo stood there as well. But I reckon Tony Cruz will say, I'll have this, guys.
It's my day. It's my last day. I'm loving it. It's my retirement party tonight.
Yeah. So just lining up the wall. I mean, 1-0 still with a chance. I think 2-0 absolutely kills them off.
Yeah. Have we got a stop yet from Jed? No, not yet. So get your sportsbet.io usernames in. It's still there for you. 8 winners this time, so make sure you're in the hat. You can be in it to win it. And hopefully it'll be you this time coming out from DT's random number generator.
Tony Cruz, then. He's the one who's going to take. Or keeper saves. If you've backed Dortmund saves, that's a good one in the bank for you.
Stop is in there. So Jen's going to count them up and she'll let DT know on our LED display screen. And then we will pull out 8 winners. 8 winners. A goal would land the final 4 spot bets, free bets this time. 2 changes going to be made by Real Madrid.
Emre Can coming off. Is that coming on? Daniel Marlin's coming on. And then there was a second one, wasn't there? And it's Sebastian Haller, the former West Ham player, for Julian Brandt.
So, change is being made by Dortmund, but it's going to have to do something in the next 10 minutes. There, big number coming up.
Wow.
We got to.
Wow.
You've got to do a lot of counting here, DT.
I know.
So we're going to have 8 numbers, 8 names to be pulled out the hat this time. Shall we have winner number 9 tonight?
Crikey.
Jen's going to have to be busy here as well, getting these names down. Winner number 9 is
X-Lays.
X-Lays, you're a winner with Clubhouse TV and sportsbet.io. Well played to you. Winner number 10 tonight
Is Barris.
Barris, 10 USDT in free bets heading your way. Winner number 11 tonight
Is Dark Devil.
Dark Devil, well done. 10 USDT is yours. Winner number 12 tonight
Is Navidart.
Navidart, you are a winner. Paints me like one of your French girls, Navidart. He's never done that. Winner number 13 tonight
Is Ente.
Ente, well done. 10 USDT is heading your way. Corner for Real Madrid. Ball's played in. Headed on.
Oh,
good
keeper
save.
saves.
Very good save. What was going to say? Winner number, whatever the next one was. 14.
So 3 left, is there?
Yeah.
In this one. 14, the winner is Chi.
Chi, well done. Chi in China. Well done, Chi. And 2 more, please, DT.
We've already had that one, so you can't win again.
We can win again.
We're not on the same round, surely.
Pick out a new name.
Yeah. Zorro.
Zorro. 10 USDT yours. And finally, 16 winners.
That's an easy one to count. And the final winner of the 16, we've got more to come, have we, still?
Got potentially 4 more.
Yeah. But the last one in this particular batch, chance for Madrid.
Oh,
it's
goal
2-0.
number 2. It's Vinicius Junior. That surely settles it. Hala Madrid. You were saying earlier, Hala Madrid.
Look at that for a dance.
That is slightly. That's kind of an upgrade on on Peter Crouch's robot. That isn't it? 2-0. Dortmund are down and out. My
More
3.
free bets.
My 3-0 is in the in the. Shall we do 4 more out of the list we've got?
While we're on it now.
Yeah, we might as well do 4
so
more.
the final one, number 16 of that batch, was Viv.
Well done, Viv. Are we up to date with 16 there, Jen? You got 16 on your list,
Yeah.
yes?
So
let's do 4 more. Let's finish this in style. 4 more winners.
Oh, that's an easy one.
It spreads the love a bit, this, doesn't it, by getting a few more out there?
It's Brahi.
Brahi, I thought he was on the list already, wasn't he?
From ages ago. I
Was
mean, literally in this round.
Okay.
Brahi hasn't been called out in this latest run.
Wasn't he in this set of names, Jen? Brahi?
No.
Brahi wins again.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do apologise.
It's going to take some counting.
Oh, look at Viv's little belly dancer.
Oh, that's a funny one. Is Sharaf.
Sharaf Chirina, well done. So you have got yourself 10 USDT.
Oh, that is
Number 19 tonight is...
That is a very easy one to count, and that will be Hakan.
Hakan in Turkey is a winner. And the final spot bet, free bet winner of the 2023-24 season is... He's milking this, isn't he? He's milking this.
It's quite a hard one to count for me. Yes, and it's one of the regulars, and it will be Slissy.
Slissy, you are the final winner of the free bets this year. So well done, Slissy. 10 USDT to all the winners tonight, 20 of you. And a few of you have won more than once, but well played to all of you. Thank you for those that entered and didn't win. Always appreciate your messages on the message board, your entries into the free bet competitions, etc. Always good to have you here on Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. There's going to be a change here as Jude Bellingham kisses the Real Madrid fans.
He's going to be a Champions League winner. Not too bad. He's not had his greatest game, but he's going to win the Champions League at the age of 20, so not bad.
20,000-year-old Luka Modric is about to come on.
Yeah, he must be tired, surely. Yeah. Tony Cruz gives it some of that.
Absolutely loving it.
Yeah, he's coming off as well. They're kind of just, doing their own personal farewells and hellos now, aren't they, really?
There's the, for anybody that's missed...
Cruz for Modric, how about that?
There you go, that's him saying goodbye. The free bet winners tonight are all there. Jen's listed them there for you so you can see how many times you've won, if you've won at all. So well done to all of you that have won tonight. So Tony Cruz is off, saying goodbye to the backroom staff there. The Real Madrid fans giving him a massive ovation with the team 2-0 up, and he's going to finish. And it's not bad kind of last hurrah, is it, to pick up a Champions League medal?
Do you reckon the 3-0's got a chance then? 4.8.
Oh, I mean, I've said it all night and nobody would listen. Nobody was prepared to listen to me. Nobody was prepared to listen to me, but I know what I'm talking about.
4.8.
Obviously. Yeah, 3-0, Real Madrid.
Now 5. It's going to...
What was it at one stage? 16 or something you said?
Yeah, it was quite into double figures.
Never in doubt, was it? Never in doubt.
Just a reminder, it hasn't landed yet, but there you go.
Oh, just party pooper, aren't you?
I think Joslu scored twice against Bayern, didn't he, in that semi-final? He's 9.9 to score again. Might be worth a look. Modric is 24.
It's official, by the way. I am a human being.
You are a human being.
Yeah, the websites just tell me so. I am a human. I've been verified. I am a human being. Living, breathing human being. We've actually made money tonight. Our balance is up.
Yeah. Real Madrid to be leading before 80, that landed a good one because I put a decent stake
if
on
only
it.
you'd listened to me and not put you 1-0 up.
Why?
Because it's going to be 3-0. I've been telling you all night it's 3-0.
Put it up now then. We've got the money to handle it.
Shall I put it all on 3-0?
Don't put it all on 3-0. But
why?
Because
market's great.
Because Dortmund have scored.
Oh, they're back in it. They are back in
it.
Dortmund are back in it. Dortmund 1, Real Madrid 2.
Oh, what's it? Fulkrug, he's giving it a bit of no. It's offside.
Oh,
it's offside.
It's not going to count. They're going to VAR check this. They'll have a look at this. Lloyd Cole. Good old Lloyd.
My mate, Lloyd Cole.
Fantastic bloke.
Let's have a look then. Where's it going to be offside? Is that Fulkrug for... Yeah, he's well offside.
Oh, he's miles offside.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
His whole body's offside.
No point in wagging your finger. You're well offside.
His entire being is offside there.
Yeah.
His soul, everything's offside. Yeah. His ego, everything's offside.
Yeah. His superego. Yeah. His head. His foot.
His contract, everything offside. So it's still Dortmund 0, Real Madrid 2.
That would have been a bit of a shock, wouldn't it?
My 3-0's still in the equation.
Yeah.
I can put it up now, can I?
Don't put it all on.
I'm going to put everything on it. Everything. 5.3. Shall I share it with the creatures?
Yeah, the stake won't show, will it? No, you've not put the whole thing on.
It doesn't matter if it does it?
You haven't, because I can see the... Yeah. You've put a decent amount on.
A chunky slice.
A chunky slice. Well, if that had gone in, that would have been an exciting finish, but it hasn't gone in. Well, it did go in, but it was offside, so I think we're just playing out time now, really. Real Madrid fans bouncing around.
Fancies 3-0. Navidad fancies 3-0.
Okay.
Come on, let's wheel a Real Madrid goal to finish this season off. Let's finish with a bang. 3-0 Real Madrid. Come on.
Who's going to score it? Because still back players. No, players.
It's going to be an own goal by Jadon Sancho.
He's just gone off, so that's unlikely.
He's going to run on.
And score
like the pitch invaders at the start and just nut it in,
And a nice bit of symmetry. An idiot runs on from the...
Here we go then.
Real Madrid, they're remarkable, aren't they?
The last knockings of this season. And Real Madrid, probably the most well-known football club in the world.
Ancelotti's done it again. Not the greatest first half. No panic at all.
Got to go home tonight, mark his homework and do a geography lesson in the morning.
It. Bides his time. Real Madrid win. That's just what happens in finals.
And John Bon Jovi's still singing about it.
Yeah, John Bon Jovi's been going all night singing along to this.
Anyway,
the soundtrack to tonight.
I know a few of you were on Real Madrid tonight, so hopefully you've got some winning bets out there, the ones that are on Dortmund. Hopefully you had some other bets that have made your night good too. And hopefully you have enjoyed Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io this season. It's the last time we'll see you this season. We won't be here for the Euros, so which is a shame because I was looking forward to that. But
where's your money for the Euros?
That's not going to be the case. But so we have loved having you with us this season. And thank you for everything you've done on Clubhouse TV.
Everybody in the clubhouse, write down who you think is going to win the Euros.
I thought you were going to start being like a DJ. Everybody in the clubhouse.
Come on.
Yeah, God. Put your Euros names in. Yeah. Spin the decks.
My money would be going on England or Germany.
I don't fancy Germany.
They've just come good at the right time. So your money's going on.
Jen's putting spin the decks in. It's my new catchphrase, that now.
Spin the decks.
Like down. I'm like DJ James.
Spin the decks.
DJ Jazzy James, or whatever.
Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah. How much added time we got? 5 minutes.
5 minutes. We've had half of minutes.
5 minutes between Real Madrid and their
15th,
trophy.
15th title. 15th time they've won this trophy. Incredible. Do you know the next best? 7. AC Milan.
About 4 minutes for my goal to come.
Yeah. Jude Bellingham's just waiting to run on
That's
the pitch.
not me.
Look at that. That's Jay. That is actually James.
In my night attire.
Spin those decks.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, Dortmund. No. That's a turn away. Oh, the ball's poor. Oh, Real Madrid nearly had a chance to break, but they couldn't quite nick it.
Ball back in.
Dortmund are giving it a go, but they're
Dani
not.
Carvajal just back to. Oh, look at that.
They ain't going to win.
Just juggling with the ball now.
2-0 to Real Madrid. It's going to be 3-0 in a second. And it's going to be Real Madrid's trophy.
Again.
Right, they're pretty decent, aren't they? They're pretty decent.
So starting from 2013-14, they won it in 2014, they won it in 2016, they won it in 2017, they won it in 2018, they won it in 2022, they're going to win it in 2024.
And do you know who they modelled their kits on?
Leeds.
Yeah. Or it might be the other way around, actually. I think Don Revie quite liked Real Madrid, so he modelled Leeds' kits on Real Madrid.
Just looking for Leeds in that list of winners. Can't see them. Can see Liverpool 6 times. Liverpool there.
Yeah. Spelt Leeds wrong. That's what they've done.
3rd best ever.
They've just spelt Leeds wrong. It's not hard. Leeds.
Liverpool more times than Barcelona. Pretty amazing that.
It is for some little town. Hoof downfield by Real Madrid. Come on, get on the end of this one. I need my 3rd goal. Come on,
Modric.
Let's be having you, as Delia Smith would say.
I reckon Vinny will score another. There he is on
Over
the left.
2.5 goals is 6. Come on.
Little dinked ball.
No.
That's cleared.
Not that time. Not that time. I might just put everything that we've got left on a corner.
You don't have to lose.
Real Madrid to win an over 2.5 goals, which we kind of poo-pooed at one stage, is now 5.5.
Yeah.
But we're running out of time. We've got about 2 minutes left of this Champions League final. And so then we will be saying goodbye to you, Clubhouse creatures. It's been a joy.
An absolute joy, yes.
Thank you to Jen and all the other producers as we've gone through this season. And it's been fun. Vinicius Junior is coming off now. He's basically taking off all of his stars now to get him a big round of applause.
Another goal in the final for him. Got the winner a couple of seasons ago, and here he is again with the settler.
Dark Devil fancies England to win the Euros.
Okay, yeah. Viv says Deutschland.
Say that'd be annoying. If England win the Euros and I'm not on here. I was on for the Euros last time when we lost to Italy in the final. I've been on for England's defeat in the World Cup. If we're not on when England actually lift the trophy, I'll be disappointed. But it should be good, the Euros. Hopefully you'll not miss us too much and you'll get plenty of good bets and gamble responsibly with sportsbet.io as you go through that tournament. And whatever else you do this summer, hopefully you have a good time.
Big sport in summer. They've got the Olympics as well.
Loads of stuff coming. Loads of stuff.
Olympics, Tour de France. Loads going on.
Golf, the Open.
Cricket. T20 World Cup.
T20 World Cup starts tomorrow.
Dark Devil, my favourite Euro 2024 team is England. There you go.
Yeah, that's why I just read it.
Another England.
Yeah. Here we go. Dortmund got
England or Germany seems to be the sort of majority vote, isn't it?
Dortmund.
Oh,
Not.
good header.
Oh, is that corner? Corner! Is that corner number 9?
Militao got the header.
Is that corner number 9? Have I won that bet?
Is it? Yes, you have. That's a corner. Does he get it on in time?
9-8. I put it up at 8-1 and they've won it 9-8, the race to 9. Oh, that's a perfect kind of bet, isn't it?
Yeah, right at the end.
When you thought you'd lost it and it
5
comes.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds away. Dortmund just trying to get some sort of consolation, but Courtois catches the ball.
Thibaut, get it downfield. Get that goal for me.
I think when he kicks the ball out of his hands, Real Madrid will be crowned winners for a 15th time.
They're
amazing.
Managers are already shaking hands on the sidelines here. They know the result of this match. Dortmund 0, Real Madrid 2. Jude Bellingham and co are waiting to come on to celebrate.
Bellingham looks quite... and there it is.
They've done it. Real Madrid have sealed the deal. And they are the champions. Champions. And Dortmund 0, Real Madrid 2. In the end, that was a good second half. The first half was a little bit... The second half was good, wasn't it?
I think that's the way they plotted it out, just to sort of hang in there, see what the opposition have got to throw at them. Rode their luck a little bit, maybe, and then just did Real Madrid in the second half. Played to the script, got the first goal, got the second goal, and then they are dancing in the pitch again.
And they are the champions of Europe again. Real Madrid, well played to them. Well done, Dortmund. He got all the way to the final and just fell short. Real Madrid, the European giants, take the Champions League again. DT, thank you very much, not only for tonight, but your entire season with us.
Thank you, James. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody.
And if you could pass on our regards to Ange Postecoglou and co, Harry Kane, etc., then that would be much appreciated as well. Jen, thank you to you for your sterling efforts this season, to all the other producers as well, to everybody else that has appeared on here. They send their regards to you, Clubhouse Creatures, but it's all about you, Clubhouse Creatures. Thank you for you tuning in, your messages and everything else this season. Been an absolute pleasure being with you for this 23-24 season, and hopefully we will see you again soon. Cheers all.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. This is Clubhouse TV.